Swear this world is getting real crazy. Man, they killing my folks. Man, they hurting my people on the daily. Bringing back Jim Crow, man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? Man, how in the world? Am I a citizen? You always got a little break or some bullshit.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
But it's always been, how was y'all week, man?
It's been the holiday months. It's about to be a break for that, dude. It's been the holiday months.
Yeah. Got to relax.
It's about to be a whole lot of empty time now.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe y'all not. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Check. I'm off. But how was your week, man?
Oh, yeah, it is. I can hear it. It's been great. I mean, like I tell y'all every time, I'm breathing. Another chance at life, another opportunity. I can't complain.
Well, I'm going to say, for me, it's like just being real. I ain't want to do this shit. Just being honest. It was one of those weeks. It's like, we about to go do the show. I'm like, nah, I don't fucking feel like it. But I was like, I think what we do up here and what we got to say, you know, I think people need to hear it. Mm-hmm. So I kind of put my shit to the side for a while and just be like, fuck it. But being honest, I'm going to say fuck this shit today.
It's been one of them weeks.
I don't know if I'm out, but I can't hear anything. But it's like
you.
Yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? They handle
it. My motherfucking week was on some shit though. Look, I just got back from vacation. It just went to hell.
Yeah, pretty much. The vacation part was good.
Mm-hmm.
Had some relaxing.
They just came back and said, back to life, back to reality.
Don't you get that feeling every time you go out? It's like that. You can go somewhere for a while, get away from where you normally be at, and you come back home. Just that drive back home, you just looking around like, God damn, I'm back.
Yeah.
Back in this motherfucker. All right, here we go. I understand where you coming from on that one.
It's one of them things. Is like, for me, it's one of the things where it's like when we, matter of fact, I'm gonna just jump into it because the first topic that I was gonna bring up is how men, like we were saying before, how men don't have a voice. Like, we have been suppressing our, basically say, feelings for so long, and now that we're stepping out and saying these things, no one gives a shit at the end of the day. No one gives a flying fuck what we got to say. And it's that feeling that got me feeling like I want to do this shit. Do you know what I mean?
That shit wear you down, especially like as a man. It's kind of hard to function and keep functioning when it's just like, for what? You know what I mean? Like when it's like you could do all you could do, but the shit still turned out to be like, fuck it. And then like even though you struggling and shit still it not turned out the best that you can made, and motherfuckers still kind of like treated like ain't shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, it's just like, what the fuck am I doing it for?
Yeah. It's one of them things. Is like, to me, I'm more looking at it like from the standpoint of the man's gonna get up. The man is actually trying to live the life. I ain't talking about a fuckboy ass nigga. I'm talking about the man that's gonna get up, go do his best to provide. He may not get it right all the time. He's gonna do his best to provide. He's gonna deal with so much shit during that day, so much shit from the bills, so much shit from he's seeing the black community, so much shit of the cops that when he see a fucking, but he just got to eat it all. You're gonna go online, you're gonna see women pride this and women pride that, which is needed. But you know, if a man say I'm proud of this or I'm going through this, because no one's gonna say he's just speaking his mind. He just coming, you know what I mean? He just living his truth. He's gonna say, stop complaining.
Right.
Stop, know what I mean? But he's, after people tell him stop complaining, he still gotta go home and live in that. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care about motherfuckers, so they did. They said women, children, and dogs are the only thing loved unconditionally.
Unconditional.
And that's why I say the male suicide rate
It's high,
is higher than a female.
for sure.
We don't get heard. If we talk about our feelings, we train and brainwash, is what I say. Brainwash to speak about our feelings. You fucking human.
Yeah.
It don't make you no less of a man that you going through something and you feel some type of way and you expressing yourself.
But through time, I believe through time, from the upbringing of men and upbringing of women, we have trained all of ourselves that we cater to women's feelings. They don't have to hear ours. That's how we've been since we was kids through generations. So now, like you were saying earlier, now you have men that's actually trying to say something. It's like, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
But the thing about it is, it wasn't a time like in history now. Like, granted, you know, we had women's movements before, but it wasn't a time where the women movement wasn't just to get for like equal rights. You know, they couldn't have bank accounts. You know, shit like that. You know, that I'm all down for shit like that. But to be like, just like, fuck a dude. You don't need them. Go get your money. Like, that's the women's movement now. Just like, fuck them or use them.
That's true too. I'm not.
No,
even
I'm just talking
in the
about
sense
like
of just because I kind of get why women do that, because like I said, we've been raised like that on a sense to.
No, but I'm saying it was it's like the transition from it. I'm saying that because it was always like that. Dudes catered, you know, to women. Granted, you know, some dudes back in the day got a little Ike Turner-ish. But, you know, they still catered to their lady. You know what I mean? And that's always been a thing, but it wasn't a thing that the lady didn't reciprocate as much. They catered to the dude. You know, dude get home, they made sure that he was good. She made sure she was good. That's how it was. Yeah. And it's when it's not like that where you get the divide, and that's where the messages got crossed, because you could tell a girl, say, hey, you know, your dude's supposed to cater to you, but that's all they hear. They only hear the advice to what he's supposed to do for you now. They don't hear no other advice about, you're supposed to do this. And now, when they hear dudes say, you're supposed to do this, they look at the dude like, nah, that ain't what I heard. Yeah. I heard you supposed to do this, and I just live.
Now, yeah, but let's just back it up from just even the relationship standpoint. I'm talking about men just being heard, period. Just having a voice, period. Right. Not even just relationship. Like we was talking up here, we was talking about the R. Kelly thing. What he did, what he didn't do, whatever. But like we were saying, when we seen that video of him with, who was that, Gail? Yeah. That man, literally, when I seen it, because me being the type of person that feel unheard type shit, when I seen it, I seen him crying and shit. I'm like, I believe this nigga.
I did. I definitely did.
But the world laughed at him.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know. Now I mean, like I wasn't there, but something about that, I was like, I don't know, cuz. But people made jokes. I'm like, so do we really have a place for men to open up? Shit, niggas laughed at Tyrese when he was crying.
Right.
And he was talking about his kid. Your kid getting taken away from you, that will make you cry.
And them same ones that was laughing was the same ones getting kicked out by the end of the night. Girl told him get the fuck out. They out there with that black trash bag. But you laughing at Tyrese. And he going through the same shit you going through.
Yeah. I mean,
like that shit
it's just that he had money so people couldn't
that shit with R. Kelly.
It was the fact it was on social media.
Right. And that shit I seen with R. Kelly, man, when I seen that video at first, because I don't believe everything the social media gonna tell somebody or they put out there about somebody unless I see that shit for myself. You feel what I'm saying? When I seen that video, I seen somebody hurt somebody confused and somebody feel like they was fucking being manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody, like they had no control over what the fuck was going on at the time, and they knew that they didn't.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And like black folks, like we do every fucking day, because we sit back, we the worstest motherfucking enemies to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we sit back and blame the white man for everything, but we sit back and we down ourselves quicker than the white man to down us.
Mm-hmm.
It's every day on social media. Let somebody get on there and say some shit, and it be a black relationship going on, and we be the most.
Let's correct this. Now, I mean, like I said, this is not. I'm not trying to come at it like this is against black women, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Because
it's not. It's not. It's reality. We speaking reality.
But I believe their fight of womanly pride should be heard, and it's very valuable. But we bring something to the table as well. So, and I look at it like when you said we bring our people down, that's halfway true. But it's we bring our black men
I see
down.
it every day.
We
man.
bring our black men. You're not gonna see a huge black campaign to tear down a black woman. You will hear a huge black campaign to tear down a Kanye, to tear out this person. Black men, oh yeah. It's not the saying that black women don't fuck up. Matter of fact, I don't want them to tear them down. I just want them to get behind us just like we get behind our women. It should be what you call it, an equal thing.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah. If you're gonna hold one side down, you might as well hold down, the whole thing.
I agree with that.
They'll tear down a man. Whew,
Real quick. Quick as a motherfucker.
Quick.
It said in a blink of an eye. That's true, man.
Because it feeds the idea that we're doing something bad.
But this is what I want. This
What you
what
mean?
It's kind of like what they do with black people. Like, not all of us are out here shooting, killing, robbing, stabbing, everything. But the way that we're portrayed, you would think that all of us out here shooting, killing, robbing, everything. And I said that's the same way, like, with women is like the way they kind of, like, not all of them, but the way they kind of come at dudes is like we all are the ex-baby daddy.
We're all the ex-baby daddy.
Or like
I get what he said, though.
We all that dude that used to like bully them for being fat in school or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you hold on to these things that dudes have done, and then they get into these, like you said, these like women movements. They just talking about man this, man that, man this, man that, and it plants the idea that it's his fault.
Yeah,
it works the same way that how they portray black people in general as these murderers and killers and thieves.
Mm-hmm.
When in general, you got a lot of motherfuckers that's sitting in their room watching anime, eating a cup of noodles, trying to figure out shit. I don't know how this light you pee.
Yeah, it's one
like,
of the things is when it comes to the male and women dynamic, when it comes to them hearing our side, I think it's because we put these so many labels on. A man has to do this, has to do that, and has to do this, and nothing about that said that they're going to have feelings about what they do.
mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? Because that's what causes the divide. Because we do at the end of the day, we're not going to stop doing it because we want to do it anyways. But we do feel things about the things we do. Mm-hmm. And when we finally express them, it should be heard. Because that's when you cause a person to back out. That's when you cause people to back out of certain businesses because they feel like, all right, I'm bringing something to the table, but they don't value my position. So I'm going to just go elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing when it comes to men. That's why I believe they silence men when we start doing, like on the Farrakhan type thing, because a man being that loud with a lot of other men listening is powerful. That's why I believe it gets silenced to the point where you can't listen to nothing they have to say. The suicide rate within men is because they're being alone or in a group of people. You know what I'm saying? People gonna see the smiles. People gonna see all of that. But I don't know too many men that don't really go home and really think about the shit that they really got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're already up. Know what I mean? And even then, you got other shit going on. But
So let me ask you the question. Do you think men care more than females care?
Care more?
When it comes to feelings?
I think it's the same. We care about different things. I think we are more considerate to theirs, but don't not express it, and they don't consider ours at all. I mean, we consider theirs, but we come at them. Know what I mean? Sometimes. Know what I mean? But the only reason we could come at them is because we thought about their feelings. Ours is like we express like, nigga ain't trying to hear that. Like, damn.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, there's not a man in here right now that has literally had an argument with a woman, and you could literally look to her dead in her face after you just said something. She just snapped off back at you, and you looked at her face like, you ain't listened to a motherfucking thing I just goddamn said. Because what you just said had shit to do what the fuck I said.
Right.
Shit to do.
That's what I call a point. Now, I mean, when you make a point, it's going to get turned. You know when you made a point when you're arguing with a female. No, let's not just put it to female. You know, when you can be on the internet talking to a random motherfuckers. When you made a point, they going to come back with, nigga, or you motherfucker. They ain't got nothing else to do. They be like, you hit that thing, you know what I'm saying? I guess that's just what, you don't know how to respond to reality.
See, I wasn't saying that. I was saying on more of the latter, like, they'll say some, not really an insult, but they'll kind of, it's like they took what you said. They heard the words that you said. Like, they heard
and made them.
They, and to the car, and now that shit, oh, so you took a bitch to the car? You like, where the fuck did you get that from?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Something wrong with them.
the argument, but it's just like, because they truly, I feel like a lot of them truly did not listen to what you actually said. They were just mad anyway that you was having this conversation.
Now,
I think some females just hear what they want to hear sometimes.
but that's now we're discussing what I'm
that.
talking about. But I wanted to go deeper into it. I'm like, because this stuff is happening. Now, say if she's or they or whoever setting you are in, and you're being not heard or whatever, even though that is going on, that person that you are that's not being heard, you're gonna go back home. You're gonna get in the car. You're gonna whatever. You're gonna feel that. We want to get people to get out of that. You know what I'm saying? We understand the whys and people are going to do this and this and that, but what do we do to fix the mind state so they don't have to go through that? And I feel like men has it the worst because we can't talk to each other. Because we're talking about our mind state right now, and we continue to change it to go back to what they were doing to cause us to get that mind state. But how do we get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that is a
Honestly, it gotta start with the children, honestly.
explain that one.
Because it started with the children before. Like, the problem not really started with kids, but kids internalize more things than a lot of people realize. And from young ages, like I say it all the time, like, as a little kid, I heard men ain't shit a whole lot. And I'm a man. And, you know, little girls at the same time hear the same shit. But they gonna hear it at more of a capacity because they going to the beauty salons with their mom. The same way you used to go to the barbershop and hear niggas talk, they go to the motherfucking beauty salon and hear the same shit.
I agree.
And that's why I say when it comes to the children, we have to stop reinforcing certain ideologies that's negative. Like, we think is just, oh, this just, you know, men talk. This just woman talk. But this little motherfucker is learning how to be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how. So everything you're saying is just take it as a, you know, something. Y'all, you just laughing with a boy. Women don't listen. Certain little thing. He done took that for the rest of his goddamn life. And you ain't even know it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And he going to the next one with that mind state that she's not listening. Now, I mean, now when you have the women enforcing what they enforce, and then they clash. Yeah, I can see that. Now, on the flip side, it's like, you say it's the kids. Now, let's say you have this 42, 52-year-old man. He going through what he going through in his head. A child ain't going to help him.
I say,
what's going to help that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only thing you really going to help men for real is that for one is if men really start living a truth.
But that's what's causing the problem. Because a man is going to... You see it right now on the internet. You have so many men coming out and saying things plain as day. There's a lot of men in the comments like, agreed, like, agreed. But you're having so much pushback. Like, when women come out and say their truth, we like, yeah, live your truth. Now, our truth is like making them like, well, if that's how if they want to do this, that means I can't do this to them. So hell no, you can't feel like that. So can we live our truth?
It's the
Hey, but
it's,
did you ever
like
thought
said,
about
the roles reverse?
You ever thought about it like this? You remember back in the day that they had the saying like, "Men run the world," like men is the most powerful and shit like that. Like, you ever thought that that had some damage to do with what's going on today? That the females feel like they got a voice now.
It is a stupid thing to say the men run the world.
Yeah, but that's that
That's a
shit
very
went
stupid
on for
saying.
years. You know
Like,
that saying went
I
on
don't
for
even
years.
understand the saying
Yeah, but you know that shit went on for years,
because you couldn't be alive without that lady.
right?
Yeah, so you can be here, but
A female runs
you
everything.
can, yeah, like
That's what men need to wrap their head around shit and just sit on their ass, man.
But I think a
Understand,
female-
females is the mother
I think-
earth. They run everything.
No, I think females run things because it makes us think more rational. Because we're kind of sometimes it's like we have a more volatile type reaction. They give us the caring mode to calm that. We make our decision, but we'll calm our decision down. Now, I think where the shit is messing up is now women are not taking our opinion. We would take their opinion into our consideration of how we do make our decisions. They want to make their decisions and not consider our opinion. You know what I mean? Now
They just want to run things. They don't.
Right.
It's no bring things to the table. They want you to bring the table while they decide what you can eat. Which it can't work like that because in a partnership it got to be 50-50. Some days it might be 60-40. You know, somebody might.
You know,
be a
some
little
people
down
don't
on the
agree
wall.
with that.
What?
That 50-50.
I don't think it has to be 50-50 when it comes to
It don't have
I didn't-
money.
I didn't
It's
mean
all about what
financial.
y'all. Yeah, right there you go. It's all about what y'all.
I think off the brick
50-50
before you
is.
even get to that should be the mindset.
But
I got you, you got me.
But think about
that's
it.
it. But you can't equate it to personal things
Everybody's
like
situation.
a financial 50-50.
Oh, yeah,
Or
yeah,
it might be.
right.
It might be. Now, I mean, she picks up the slack where he can't. And he picks up her slack where she can't. Because people are going to do things throughout the day. Now, where I'm falling at, you pick that up for me. And where you falling at, I pick it up. That's 50-50. Now, when people just only talk about my money, well, if you in it for the money, then you ain't really with them anyways.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna work.
Because if y'all can learn how to coexist, the money will come.
Right. Yeah.
Because if y'all both make money, y'all both can eat. Both can eat. But the problem comes where you want more. Too much more. And you can't wait for more. Because we can always build more. But if you can't wait for more,
Patience.
Right.
That should have taken you a long way too. A lot of people, I think, now in this day and age, they losing patience, man. Like a lot of people not patient for nothing no more, man. Like it's not like I've learned that shit at a young age. Like my dad told me a couple weeks ago, he was like, "Son," he said, "remember this." He said, "You are playing something that may not go where you wanted to go that day." He said, "Just think about it. God postponed that for a reason." He said, "Everything happened for a reason." He said, "Just remember that." He said, "Something might not go the day that wanted to go the way you wanted that day, but it happened for a reason. It might happen 4 days or 5 days from
You
now,
weren't ready for it yet.
but you wasn't ready for it that day, and that's why it didn't happen." And
Now,
I'll take
before we
heed
get
of
off of this and head to a break, what I want to say about the men being heard thing, I want it to be known that a man does not have to put down a woman to be heard.
Yep.
And it shouldn't be that the other way. And I think that's what's causing the bullshit. Because every time I ain't gonna say every time, it's been a lot of videos where I've seen some genuine ass dudes and some genuine ass women. But I've seen a lot where they're talking about the opposite sex, they'll say their point, like, I ain't never think about it like that. And soon as they finish that, it's like, because this motherfucker, I'm like, see, why do that? Because you already know you're gonna make that person mad. They ain't hearing you no more. They ain't, do you hear, like, a person can be snapping off at somebody and they're saying the right shit, but you ain't trying to hear that shit. So it's going in and so just leave the ugly backhanded compliment out the way. Just say that what you have on your mind and how you feel, people gonna feel it. Because when men fuck up with women, we knew we fucked up. Something about her saying it brings like, damn, I was already thinking that is what it was. I mean, I'm sorry for boot de boot. Now I mean, now if she say that and it be like, because your ugly ass did the woo de woo, now you hearing that. You ain't even give a shit about that no more. So, but that communication thing is lost. We don't have to bring each other down to make ourselves feel better.
yep. And you got to listen. Communication is the number one thing. And there's so many different points of communication that a lot of people don't think about. That's the problem. Everybody want to, you have the talking portion. Then you have the listening portion. Then you got to comprehend what the fuck is being said. And then
The tone.
That's
another one.
That's the key.
That's another one. That's a major motherfucker right there.
Clarity.
Cali say major.
Clarity. It should never be a time where you snap off before you gain clarity. Because if you snap off before you gain clarity, for one, you didn't give them a chance to explain how they meant it. You didn't give them a chance to, you didn't even give yourself a chance to actually listen to how you didn't gain clarity on what they said, because you might think it was this, but it's not.
I think like clarity, what you
Because
had
you
said?
kind of have no control.
It was both of those. It's like
If
the
you snap
main
off
thing.
before you get clarification of what's really going on, you have no control.
But
You
then,
don't.
then you don't have good
Because
communication.
Yeah, because
no,
you
and that comes with it too. You don't
now
have no
that's one of the
communication,
things.
no control,
I'm
no
one of
nothing.
these people. I'm one of them people who are like, I'm one of them people who are like, if it's the same topic, sometimes I do snap off before I get clarity, even though. And I think it's one of the
too.
things we're
I ain't gonna lie, me
bringing
sometimes.
a previous situation into a new situation, and that has to be gone. So, but that's why I'm saying it was clarity, and it was another one that you said. I'm like, I believe in communication between relationship is like key, like a motherfucker.
You have to have communication. A lot of the things have to be communicated often. Don't hold off on it. And like a lot of the times, like men will hold off on saying what they gotta say, and by that time it kind of don't hold weight. It's kind of like an old beef, like a motherfucker be like, remember that time in high school where you like, you let that shit go,
Let it go.
and then
I think men let things go better. No, not gonna say better. We hold on to things. We
we
will
hold on to it in a
allow
different
ourselves to move past it.
You know how to handle it, move past
Yeah,
that
we
shit.
will allow ourselves to move past it as long as it's not always present.
But don't forget, it's always a time where that might come up. It
Right.
depends on what type of energy you got around you, what type of person around you that
Right.
can make you feel comfortable to talk about those type of things. Because all women are like that, where they don't listen to men. Because you got some women out here
Right.
that listen, that will sit down and listen to everything you got to say, let you vent, let you whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
1,000%.
And don't
So-
use your partner's hurt as ammo or your own as ammo. Ever. It should never be like that. You should never be like waiting for like an argument to start and then now you're throwing out what hurt you just to shut the shit out. Just so you have something.
Right.
That's a
That's a good one too.
That's a
That's a good one.
that's a hard one because most of the time in that argument your hurt comes. Now, if you're using it in the sense that you're saying like you're using that just because you have no leverage, now you're throwing your hurt in. But if you feel hurt, that's what I mean by let people get their shit out. If you feel hurt within this argument, well, fuck it, then say it.
Yeah, I like
You know what I'm saying?
y'all
Now, if
need
you
to
one of the
work
ones
on
that
it,
just like, I like eyes on me, and I'm the one of the ones that I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna say how I'm hurt, just so I can get the sympathy from the room and let it be known that what this person is saying about me, don't listen to it because I'm sad. If you're one of those type of people, then yeah, that's two different things.
Like, but I understand, like, if we're having a conversation, like I said, because I don't really say argument. Like, we having a conversation, and it
There's a
get deep
difference.
like that, to the point where like we express, it might even get a little heated, but like, yeah, bring up what you got to bring up because we might can fix a lot of the shit that we've been fucking up on right the fuck now. But at the same time, we can only fix one problem at a time.
That's it, and that's a good thing too. It's good to bring everything up right there. I don't care how it play out,
It's a chain
but
reaction.
it's good to let everything be known right there. Then you take
But
that
it's
time.
a-
Y'all gotta take that time to
It's
figure
a
out
chain
what y'all-
reaction
how
because
y'all
you
handle
say
It's also it's a discipline thing.
You say you can only fix one thing at a time. I believe fixing that one thing causes more. It's a chain reaction because a lot of things, that one thing is causing a lot of micro things. Now, I mean, it's because of this thing. Now, I mean, we argued about this thing. Now, because later on it was this little small thing. It was really because of this thing. when you fix that one, it'll fix so many. It's one of those. You say work on that one at a time, but you fix them 1 or 2. It's pretty much that. But hold on, that like we got some of that cognac and Moscato. This topic right here feel like some heavy hearted.
It is. I can feel it.
So
I can feel it.
I would like to pull up that heavy hearted and get that jumping. I mean,
Pepsi.
Hmm?
She had a Pepsi.
Yeah, that would have been good. I mean, got got a little time. I mean, but anyways, we still live. I thought we was all over on the jank. I'm sitting there just talking my ass off. But while I got a little time, I need y'all to go get that cognac and Moscato everywhere by Nalo and Wilt, man.
That's on
You
crank
got
too.
everybody up there. Now I mean, the whole collective showed out. You got me up there. Now I mean, got Mickey that showed out. Sincere. Now I mean, Wilt and Nalo did their thing. Vessel on that thing. Y'all go get that.
I brought the
cognac and
weed,
Moscato.
so I'm technically in the group.
Miss Nisi didn't came through the building. What's good? What's good?
I got to use the bathroom.
Bang done hopped out, pissing bastard. But if we got that, but yeah, man, while we getting this cognac and Moscato pull up, when we just you know, yeah, let's just go to pray for me. Let's go to pray for me. But y'all get that pray for me too. But we'll go to pray for me. Then we'll hopefully have that cognac and Moscato for the next break.
AJK.
My daddy keep calling my phone, don't wanna talk. Nah, niggas get filled with greed and fall apart. Yup, your words ain't matching your title, so I depart. A lot of niggas all for self, ain't got no heart.
Ain't got no heart.
That's why I'm solo when I'm dolo. Yeah. Just me and my girlfriend, middle finger to the popo. I'm driving with no L, switching lanes, ducking popo. Blowing on the fatty, keep the blicky on the low. High as hell, wasting liquor on the gas pedal. Cruising through the night, trying to duck the devil. Tucked behind the tent, looking like a rebel. Looking for a spot because I'm trying to settle. Pray for me, pray for me. Down ass queen, I bet she kill for me. She been up off the steps, she in the field with me. And if a nigga she make a meal with me. I'm trying to do my best. And I say it from the heart, I say it with my chest. And I'm trying to set examples so my soul can rest. And I wanna see my kids succeed at their best. Yeah, me and my mama, we ain't beefing now. Because she found new love, we got a bond now. When it comes to my kids, yeah, that's my all now. And everything I accomplish, hope it don't fall down. Pray for me.
Mama, pray for me. Mama, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Sister, pray for me. Sister, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. JK. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me.
Once upon a time, not too long ago. No, but I did the ripping black. What happened to Black Pride? The homicide rise while they shipping them inside. Lynching them outside, get mad, just keep it quiet. So with the million times, we peace for the genocide. Damn, type of shit that they say. The type of shit that they say. The type of shit that they say. Mama, pray for me. Mama, pray for me.
Pray for me. Mama, pray for me. Mama, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Sister, pray for me. Sister, won't you pray for me? Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Yeah, yeah. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me. Cause I'ma do me.
Yo. Welcome back from the break. This is the King's Table. Your boy King Smoke here.
King City.
Bang. What's good?
That's goody.
So,
We was going into that Kanye West and these big ass shoulder pads.
oh, you talking about his football?
Come on, now, I'm gonna give me a suit tomorrow.
What? You'll wear that.
With the pet. Man, come on, cuz.
You'll wear that.
Yes, sir.
Look like a goddamn. Look at this nigga.
Look,
Man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
So he got pants in his pants too.
Them goddamn
Look
Gots to be,
look
man.
how thick his damn thighs.
why the fuck this nigga
Oh,
got on church socks
Now, I
outside?
didn't see this. Now, I ain't see the socks. What's up with the socks? I ain't see those.
This nigga got on rubber
This
socks.
nigga lost his mind.
Then he got his wife, his new wife out here. She got the whole.
She got a hijab.
Well, before I say that, is she Muslim or she a white lady? I thought she was a white lady, right?
I'm going to be honest, Kanye. I
If she
love
Muslim,
Kanye
okay,
West.
I get it, but like
He's dressed
I
like a
thought she-
homeless man.
I don't know
No,
because she
a
got
homeless
I'm
man's
just
better
gonna be
than
honest, man. What
Kanye
the
West. Don't
fuck?
you disrespect? Listen to this, man.
Kanye
Now
West
you know I'm
clothing
a
line
Kanye
look
West
like,
fan.
No,
But fam.
his clothing line look like the Grand Theft Auto like costumes that you would buy.
Right.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
niggas running
Hey,
around.
all he
in
missing is the
bullshit.
mask. Damn, I ain't know he had them. But them socks, though, that if I think about it,
That's the hospital socks.
no, those are actually shoes.
them rubber socks.
Ain't that
goddamn.
crazy? Those are actually fucking
Wait a minute, let me get these
shoes,
one more
bro.
time.
I'm not lying to you. They shoes.
These are shoes.
Those socks is shoes. They got padding in it, like shoes. They look like socks, but they actually shoes.
You running the motherfuckers might be fast.
I
as
bet
a
they
bitch.
comfortable as a motherfucker too.
You
man.
talking about light in the foot? You,
You
running?
said comfortable.
Man, comfortable.
I guarantee you.
See,
probably-
we judging off the looks.
Look.
We ain't judging off the how comfortable
How
it feels.
comfortable it
man.
is.
Look, I got.
Can you imagine you running the motherfuckers?
Fuck,
though?
no.
You talking
Man,
about light?
man, cool.
I mean, I guarantee
I
it's light
smoked
now.
12 in them
But
joints.
look, I done wore some running shoes now. The moment this nigga hit some gravel, he
Oh,
gonna
you done
fuck
did.
this whole shit.
Nah, that's
Oh,
black
yeah.
pavement. That's
straight pebbles.
That's straight pavement
Nigga,
right
as
there.
soon as
You
a
race the
pebble hit
pavement.
that-
with
Let's
those.
just be
Yo,
real. Though. That's hospital socks.
Yeah.
The ones that got the little.
They
the
just put a little
joints at the
padding in
bottom,
it.
know
Put a
what I
little
mean?
padding in it.
You
With
try
the
to
little,
run and slide. That be your ass bust your damn face because it
This
stop
nigga
you
whole fit
immediately.
fucked up. Look at it, like the whole
This-
fit just.
that's the mechanic pants.
This nigga, yeah, he got.
We
on
got to go with the
Dickies.
mechanic pants, man.
He got Dickies on, some hospital socks, and some fucking football.
So
gear.
what's up? So I want to know. This is what I want to know about the shirt. Is the shoulder pads built into the shirt, or do he got a vest or like some shit under that? That's what
Why
I'm
is
trying
he
to figure
wearing
out.
that? That's football. Like I'm confused.
I
It's
guess
like-
he want to look big because
it's
he ain't hit the
when
gym this summer, so he
it's
tried
like
to
when he went
rush
to
the
Didn't
process.
he make the part of his album at the Saints joint, or was it the Falcons stadium? When he lived at the stadium, the football stadium. It's like
Oh yeah,
went,
he made
it's
his
like
album.
He went to the
Yeah, he
equipment
made his
room,
album there.
Got some of them shoulder pads and said, "Fuck it, I'm good."
Hey, stitch them in, Ronnie. Put them in my shirt. I want to look strong. I'm not gonna lie though, man.
look
They
dope.
was wearing shit like that back in the goddamn. Hey, y'all ain't gonna lie to me over here because my mom had this motherfucking suit top.
No, they did
With the shoulder
They did.
pads.
They did
We
have
ain't
the
gonna
shoulder
sit here and
pads.
lie about this shit. I
It
said,
won't-
where the fuck is y'all walking with this shit on, man? Now, don't get me wrong. It had
He
the
did.
split that went down the bottom. It wasn't a suit, but it had an over with the come over the dress. What the fuck is that? We not gonna sit here act like Kanye West came up with this shit first.
No,
We ain't gonna
never
do
that-
this.
It was never that big.
Cause we was wearing this shit back in the day.
was
man.
Pause.
never-
Pause. This bitch is wearing a T-shirt on her face.
God damn, I didn't see that's what it was. Now they sell masks in the liquor store. $3 a mask. You can go get a mask. Go get a mask.
She got a black tee on her face.
She woke up this morning and say, I'm just gonna tie
she
it.
got
I'm just
a-
gonna tie my shirt I wore last night around my.
T-shirt on. Motherfucking
See, you pointed that shit out. I didn't even
shoulder
see.
strap shirt, no bra, cause I see a titty.
I'm sick of it.
Then she got a
I'm sick
leggings
of it.
on with some.
You ain't see the
motherfucking-
leggings. Them leggings came from Ross.
Some
Let's go.
zebra
Can we go
print
back to the
boots.
leggings real quick?
Something is
As
wrong.
I'm telling you,
Something
man.
wrong with these niggas, man.
They fucked my head up. Do you think he a clone?
Nah.
I think, man.
I don't think he a clone. I just think that nigga
That shit is
weird
crazy,
as
man.
fuck. He weird as fuck. He weird as fuck. He
Damn.
said he was one of the motherfuckers.
Yeah, look at the leggings,
It-
man.
it's one of them things where Kanye West is trying
Look
to
at the
show
stitching
that,
in the crotch part. We ain't gonna act like we gonna look past that shit.
Yeah,
Look in the goddamn stitching in the crotch part. That shit was ordered from Amazon.
Fuck that. That's Wish.
Wish. There you have it. I was trying to think of the name.
That shit was $3.99.
Now they trying to go cheap. They just trying to show us that you could be, because you know when rich people
Zoom in
get
on the
rich,
boots.
they go cheap,
No, that's what he's trying to do though.
and that's
He
real
is-
shit. When
he
rich
is
people
trying to
got a
show
lot
that
of
you
money, they
don't
go,
need the
they wear
establishment.
basic shit. They don't wear no expensive shit. The richest motherfuckers wear the basic shit.
No. No, they wasn't rich ass shit.
Some of them.
Yeah.
Some
now,
of 'em.
what Kanye West is trying to show that you don't need the establishment because he is rich and he basically saying I can do dumb shit, but don't be extra
Check
stupid.
what the fuck is that on her
I
feet?
told you, look
Come
at the
on,
padding in the
Look
in
up-
the
no,
heel
look at Her
part.
feet.
Yeah, what is?
That's rattlesnake skin
Wait,
boots.
so these are. It's like a balloon with a pad inside.
That's some leather fucking.
Cause I ain't
It's
gonna
a glove.
right, and I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
surgeon
At the
glove.
bottom of his goddamn cuff, it looked like they said they too long. Hold them, let me cut them off real quick before you put
This
them on.
nigga got the
Somebody cut them bitches with some Walmart scissors right there. I ain't gonna say any bullshit on that.
These niggas got dressed by Dr. Seuss.
Man, come on. God damn it. With
That
the
nigga said he
auto
got
mechanic goddamn pants with the hospital socks. And we gonna go with the football.
Then she got the crab barrel motherfucking shoes.
She got them pants. She got them pants on which them Chinese people stitched them crotch part right there in them pants.
Fuck
'cause
that. Why she got that
they
shit
ain't
on
even
her
try to
goddamn
put that-
face?
Why?
Why? Why she got that goddamn shirt
I
on her
forgot my mask. Kanye say take my shirt.
And the crazy thing is, you're seeing them out there like there's more than one time. Like
Yeah.
this is how they enter in the.
See, I ain't
public.
even know you said, because I don't even be, I lost count of what's going on with Kanye, but I ain't know you say he walk around like
Come on,
this
man. He
shit
walk
every
around
time
like
you see
this,
him out.
like a goddamn fool. Why?
That
What are
nigga,
you-
that
what are you
nigga walking
doing?
in that bitch like, why how you walking in and forget the perks? That's what the fuck he is. 'Cause that nigga, they on some
That
shit.
for 10, and I got that for 10.
Because what the fuck they got going on? They whole
damn,
outfit
man.
just screams like, what the fuck? Like they just went.
It seemed like after he said all that shit, he just went to a whole nother
But
person.
would you? Now I wouldn't go to this extreme. Now, if you had this fashion world that know you the shit, but ain't nobody fucking with you because you had a thought. I mean, even though if most people disagree with his thought, technically it hurt a person's feelings, but he didn't hurt anyone physically. But because he had this thought, no one's gonna fuck with you. Well, fuck it, I'm not wearing none of y'all
you,
shit.
You think about it like
but
this.
he don't have to go to the extreme and wear some.
Just think about it like
bullshit,
this.
Yeah,
but-
he could have went to the corner store and got like a regular
Yeah,
t-shirt.
yeah.
goddamn it. Like you don't want to put
Hit the
into the
liquor store.
establishment. Shit, you could have go out.
What?
Shit, you could
What
have
is
called.
this?
Right, black tee, white tee,
What?
right in the liquor
This
store.
a shell t-shirt.
All motherfucking day.
It's like a
man.
bullshit.
But just think about it. When he first came out with them goddamn shoes, people was laughing. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of them.
I'm still laughing.
But he got some comfortable motherfucking shoes. I'm just gonna say it. You ain't gonna get no bunions. Your feet gonna be comfortable. You can run all the way down motherfucking from here to Lexington Park. Your
His
feet ain't gonna hurt.
shoes look like somebody melted.
They look
Crocs.
crazy.
No,
but they
that's
comfortable
those
as
ones.
fuck. We going
I
off
have
the,
seen
they comfortable,
the West
man.
Coast joints. They do look comfortable.
They comfortable
It's like
as
after a while
shit,
he
man.
started going a little bit too
They comfortable, man.
weird for me.
He
Like
did.
the ones you talking about, the melted.
He did. He
like
did.
somebody
The
took
melted
plastic,
ones, they
put lighter
did.
to
Yeah,
it.
they
just-
did. They went too
yeah.
far with that. I
One
agree
of
with that.
them slave clothes.
That one didn't never catch though. He dropped
Did
the
you
ball on that.
no? Did you see the clothes that he wear when they? What you think about the clothes he wear when he do his services?
I like it for the service. I don't like it for
Yeah,
fashion.
that's what I say. It fits the service.
It fits the service, but I
It-
don't like
What
it for
service?
fashion.
His
It's Sunday
service.
service.
His Sunday
You do a
service.
church service?
That's
Yeah,
hard.
He got his own church,
No, that's
and it's
hard.
nice. It's hard.
No,
You gotta
that's
watch
hard.
it. You gotta watch it. You gotta
No.
watch it.
I
You gotta watch
no,
it.
I get what y'all saying. I get what y'all saying.
No, let's not. He do call it Sunday service. He never said church.
I ain't-
say
ain't gonna say church.
It's
I
more
say
of
it.
a
I
worship.
take that
Like
back.
he's
I
a
take
music
that
guy.
back. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He has like the healing through sound and his type of
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Vibrations. Everything
Mhm.
vibrations.
Yeah.
Yup.
And it's dope.
And it's man,
the hardest
it
thing I
is.
seen with DMX. With
I like to do- I like to
and
go
did
to
that
one of his joints,
prayer.
though.
That's all, man.
Oh yeah.
And because we all know DMX did a prayer on every album.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I
Yup.
mean? He probably came in with one and left with one. Well, you know what I mean? And when DMX did it, I'm like, ooh.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I would love to go to one of Kanye West services, man. I would love to go there, front
I
row.
don't do services no.
I would love to
But
do
that's
it.
just-
See, that's church, though.
That's church.
That's
It's not church.
preaching.
His is
You
not
know what I
church.
mean? It's not. It's
Like
not,
he even take hip hop
Yeah, it's not. It's not
and
church.
he take positive hip hop and actually mix it into that.
Because that's what I
And
don't
it has
like
a,
about
and
church.
it has a
It's
it has a it has a point.
Is the thing where they get to pretend that real world ain't happening. So
Mm-hmm.
you get to talk to me about this mythical place and things is gonna happen. Like I live in the reality. Now, if that's a real thing, then so be it. But I came here because my real world is fucked up. Nigga, talk to me about here.
Right.
I mean, talk to me about what's really going on out this motherfucker. That's why I don't like about church. Now, with the Kanye West thing, it's more of a worship service. Like, it's not like a worship of God or whatever. It is, because if you have the believance of the people are the gods and we have the, I mean, and plus there's a higher being, it's just music and vibrations of feeling good at this time. You know what I mean? That's is more not that this person's gonna take care of you and that because it made me sound like an atheist. I've never been the person to say I don't believe in God. The earth is too perfect for there not be something to create it. But at the same time, I don't have the time to
The best way to
wait.
say it is I'm not religious, but I believe in a higher power. I believe in God.
Fact.
And that's
Right
me.
there.
I'm not religious, but I believe in a higher power.
Yeah, because I don't have the time to wait for this person or whatever it is to come to help me. I got things to do right now. If I'm made in this person's image, if he has the ability or she has or whatever the hell it is to do it, then I guess I can too. If that's my image. You know what I mean? So that's what I choose to do. But that what we was talking about, I think it blurs the lines a little bit.
God gonna be known as they them in about 5 more years.
Yeah. I see Boot in the building, Miss Niecy in the building, my old lady in the building that's always
What's
there.
good,
What's
everybody?
good? Now I mean, we got a first time person in the building. I don't know how to say your name.
Shout out to the
I'm not
newcomer
gonna
that
try it.
came in the building, man. Appreciate it. Share
Yeah.
this right here. Share this live right here.
But and I need y'all to call in, man. And I know Boot, he might be giving us a call in a minute. Know what I mean, but yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna tune in to Kanye church though. I might.
It's not a church.
I would love to.
It's
It's
because
not a
of the
church.
sense of church.
It's just,
not
it's
a
free
church.
spirit.
It's like outside.
It's free spirit.
It's outside.
You go.
It's
and,
not a building.
right. It's all
outside, it's on the
natural
lawn.
outside.
It's
Ain't
like,
no nothing.
It's like no one's up there.
However
just
you
doing
feel
some
in your
crazy
spirit
shit, like
is what you feel in your spirit.
yeah.
It ain't
like,
no you picking this side with this side. However you feel in your spirit is what you
Is it
feel
the
in
way
your
that you
spirit.
can pull up
And
a
they gonna
picture
love
of
you
a Sunday
regardless.
service
Yeah,
like
of Kanye West
Sunday service, so we can get a, you know what I mean? It's no.
Man, all of us need to go one day. Just
Yeah,
go
I'm
to one of
down.
his joints, man. I'm
down.
down with it, man.
Does it happen
I'm
in
down with
Wyoming?
it.
Or
See,
does it have it everywhere?
a lot of his joints I see is over on the
Wyoming.
West Coast,
Wyoming.
like the West Coast, Wyoming, West Coast, and shit like that. Yeah,
It makes sense because his land is in Wyoming, I believe.
Yup.
Now I'd have been to Wyoming multiple times. Now I understand why he did that because if I had his brain,
See, good thing you traveling. You'd have been over there because
Jesus
we
Christ.
can get there. We gotta get there.
oh my God,
We can get there.
that is a higher elevation. The air is cleaner. Nah, I mean it's more open.
See, that's
space,
crazy
less
because I heard people say that too.
Nah, I mean,
Like, yeah, the higher the elevation, the cleaner the
like
air.
the first time you go out there and you sniff the air. Now, I mean, you can tell when you're in high elevation. I mean, you can tell your inhale and exhales is like fresher. I smoke cigarettes. It made me want to flick my cigarette and be like, damn, I'd rather just sniff this shit. Just being real. I'm just being real of how that high elevation to me, not just Wyoming. I'm talking about Billings, Montana, all these type of different places. It's just like it feels better.
I would love to do one of his services, man.
Me too.
And I already know I would
I-
come back after I go to the first.
I would
one.
like to hear your reserve though. What will keep you?
As y'all look
Here we
up
go.
here, right here.
Here we go.
Not, and this is not for the closed-minded people, the people that be like, "Oh, this look weird," and he's. If you look at
Guarantee
history,
he was just singing a song or something.
from Africa to our ancestors, that go down in the roots.
Yeah.
This
Now
is-
you see his drinking purple because remember they showed it just in brown.
Yep, they do different. They
So
do different
it makes
colors, white
sense
from white to
for the
purple. They do
service.
different colors and shit. Yeah,
But like he said, Kanye West said his clothes is not meant. He wanted to go from being this if it get catches on in like the fashion world. But he said overall goal is to be for relief.
Mm-hmm.
So when hurricanes and this and that, you would rather have something on than nothing, right?
Right.
If he's gonna provide it, why not? Because if you go to the hospital, they're gonna give you a piece of bullshit anyways. You're gonna wear that without a complaint. Might as well wear that, even though he made it in the right material, it's gonna last a little longer. Why not? It don't look like the craziest thing, but it does what it does.
It's relief clothes.
Yeah, it is. That's what he said though. You know what I'm saying? And I respect the man that's thinking about that because that's something that happens all the time. Like I get rappers that, you know, they do the book bag drives and stuff like that, and I respect that 1,000% because, you know,
School supplies
people
cost.
need it. Hell yeah. People need that like a motherfucker. But I'm not gonna say but. I still respect the person that thinks outside the box and be like, hurricanes happen, tornadoes happen, you know, natural disasters
We need
that
more
we have
people
to
to do things on like the forefront like that.
Mm-hmm.
To like on the forefront, like not just donating to some random ass charity you don't even know nothing about for real.
Yeah, like I respect Shaq for that. Like he invests in things where he can respect their principles.
Yep.
And
Because you shouldn't be like I get money and everything, but especially after a certain point, like if I'm rich, like Kanye said, once I'm rich and I got it, I'm here already.
I think I heard Gilbert Arenas say, after you made them first millions, when it comes to their contract negotiations, they be like, they'll accept less money to help out the team invest in other players just for a fucking parking spot. Because once they made it to them being from what they came from. And I can see that, but what I don't see is why don't you have that? You'll take a parking spot, but if they say that, hey, if it's not donations and charities, you can't just go in the inner city and just help out. You won't do that? You'll take a parking spot, but they can put a clause in your contract, which I'm speculating. I do not know this for a fact. I don't know these people. But it just seems to me that it has to be there, because if not, why aren't you doing it? This is the richest our people have been. And you're choosing to be like, yeah, Black Lives Matter and blah, blah, blah. Nigga, you can literally go to just your city block. I don't think everybody can help out everybody. You grew up in an area. Take 3 of your blocks. Buy that bitch. You can literally do it. Because it's a purchase that's going to make you money. It ain't like you're just going to have a total loss. I ain't saying giving these people this stuff for free.
You can help somebody.
No, you can help out a lot.
No, that's what I mean by
I'm
that
done
is
with that
like,
somebody shit.
No, that's what I mean. Like when you said like they can go to the neighborhood and like buy the block, that's help. Like you said, they can't help the whole world, but you can help somebody.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. I agree with that.
Right.
I said even like a little bit, like a little area. Shit, you go to a motherfucking school, buy all the kids lunch for a day. You
Right.
didn't help.
Here you go, my boy.
See, that's something I would do. Like if I had the money, like to do little stuff like that, my main focus would be in these schools.
Yeah.
That's where my main focus would be at.
Now, I don't want, and this may be, stuff that gets, I couldn't post this clip of what I'm going to say, because I know for a fact they'll take it down. They took down a bunch of things, definitely you.
Right.
You be saying some real shit, like, and they take it down.
Right.
But
right here, yo.
real shit.
But it be real, though.
It be real.
And I'm still going to
anybody,
share it.
boom, community
yeah,
guidelines.
I'm still going to
gone.
share it. Hey, and I'm still going to share it. They be getting on you, though.
Yeah, they do.
Be on your ass, man. But
I want to provide our schools. Now, I'm down to help our public schools because it's public. Our taxes take care of it. And I think people in public schools need way more resources. I want our own schools. You know what I'm saying? I want our own private schools. Like, we bashed, what's your man's, Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, I stand with Dr. Umar. Now, do we have, crazy ways of saying things and some of his stances? I'm not the type of person where if I don't agree with one thing, 2 things he say, I throw the whole person in the trash. I can't do that. There's a lot that I agree with. And he tried to get his school, which he opened, is not as big as he said, and people bash him because of his money. You ain't, people are bashing somebody. He started the school. Nigga, you struggling. You bashing this man for starting something to help your babies? But people, that's how, we're like crabs in a barrel. It's like just because we feel so fucked up about self, we can't wait. We can't wait to pull a motherfucker down. I mean, like, it's like, fam, like, what are you getting out of him not getting in school? With his agenda. His agenda is he don't want the gay agenda to be pushed. Now, it's going to be hard because he's opening up a school. So you can't discriminate from, sexual preference. But he don't want gay teachers. Do I feel that I 100% agree? Kind of not. But do I respect how he feels and what he wants? Of course I do. Because he feels like this is going to help black men. I can look past how I feel to see the better for everybody. Cool, then fuck it. I don't see how it's going to harm anybody. Long as he don't say he's going to go in there and teach to hate gays, I'm cool. He just don't want people, he's not with the idea of being gay. That's his preference. Cool. Long as he ain't teaching all of that, then what's the problem? But us, it's like put feelings over reality. Put feelings over a person living their truth. If I feel a certain way, people feel like if I feel a certain way about a topic, you can't do it. No, you feel a certain way, cool. I just got to be considerate. Like, oh shit, he feel like that, but that don't mean I need to stop doing what I'm doing. I just need to pivot minds a little bit. Shout out to the Pivot Podcast. Pivot minds a little bit and make sure I'm saying what I say to stay true to me, but I'm being considerate to you to make it known that I'm not against you either.
Yep.
That's it. That's it. But we don't tend to do that for some reason. It's all about feelings.
Everybody got to be. It's like you got to be all the way or no way. It's like nah, fuck that in life. Like a lot of shit.
DB in the building with
don't
Shadow
be
was
that
good.
deep. Like I say, in my major stance on
Antoine.
things, like if a person is not harming physically, financially, or interrupting your pursuit of happiness, you have no business trying to cancel them or get them fucked over because of your, like you said, your feelings.
Feelings.
It does not matter. Like, I don't give a fuck if a white person doesn't like me because I'm black.
I don't.
I give a fuck if you start fucking with my money or you try to shoot at me.
Right.
But if you just don't like me for being black, I'm gonna say, okay, go fuck your daughter,
Right.
and that's it.
But
like-
facts. I like how you just threw that in there.
Real quick.
But that's true though, because you heard me say this a bunch of times. A white man does not have to like me. What
Right.
gives me that fucking right to say this nigga gotta like me?
I don't
He
have
ain't
that
gotta
right.
like shit, just
He
like I ain't gotta like
me.
him.
He just don't have to mistreat me.
Right.
Yep.
Respect me.
Respect
Respect
enough,
me and mine, and we good.
respect me enough to where you know you don't like me. We can respectfully not be around each other.
I gotta.
Man, I don't like lasagna, but I'm not gonna bash you and you because you like lasagna.
Exactly.
I just don't
I
like
got a
lasagna.
motherfucker that I know for a fat racist. But he the coolest motherfucker ever. We don't say shit to each other. We walk past. That's it. Don't say shit else.
What's
That's
wrong
it.
with that?
I know for a fact, but that's his life. I don't give a fuck at any
How
day.
many people out there have experienced racism at work and you wanted to say something, didn't say something, and came out to realize that that person, yeah, even though they do not like you and you can sense it, but they really cool as a motherfucker. They just can't see past the fact
They're
that
prejudiced.
they're prejudiced. Like I would like somebody to call in to let
I
me
ain't
know,
gonna lie,
because we didn't all felt that shit.
Right. I
But look,
did.
it's always kind of they be cool as shit. They be looking at their motherfucker Facebook shit might pop up one day. You should be like, damn, this motherfucker racist than a motherfucker.
See that United States flag, you see that little horse in the background. You're like, what the fuck going on here?
Just as a reminder, y'all hit us up 301-761-1040.
Yes, sir.
Call in right now live. Let y'all know, and then remember, King's Table, what is that? At King's Table 33. Email us, send us in y'all thoughts, or you got somebody you want to shout out, and we're gonna put them in. We're gonna bring back our community spotlight. We used to have our community spotlight rolling, giving out shout outs to people that's in the neighborhood doing good for the neighborhood. We're gonna bring that back. So y'all email us and call in, hear y'all and whatever. And anyways, back to the show.
Yep.
So true, it is.
Facts. I had a high moment for a second. I forgot.
That man said, I forgot. What
So true about what? So true about what?
Miss Niecy in the comments said everything we were saying was just so true.
Yes,
but
sir.
like, you can't control how somebody feel about you, and you never will.
You can't.
That's why I say all these people saying you can't shame this, shame that. I'm like, look, you can't control how people think, how they gonna talk. for the rest of
Right.
their life. You never will be able to. A motherfucker will be like, I don't like fat girls. Okay, you fat. It's a motherfucker that will tear your ass
I
up.
love the shit out you.
Love the hell out you.
It's just like y'all have. That's why I say it's a lot of like jumping back to like women, men. They internalize all these things for feelings, and it's people out there that will.
It's a mind state too though, because let's just say you have a fat female, and she probably have a dude that, under my belief, should be smacked in his fucking face, because he probably leans into her fatness like, you this and you that, and make her feel like, know what I mean, like nobody wants her. Mm-hmm. And it's a dude out there that's gonna see past all of that because he see you. Know what I mean? But when other women are telling her that all men ain't shit, she's seeing all men like her guy. You know what I'm saying? And that shouldn't be the case at all.
No, it should never happen. It should never be a time where men and women are not really beefing, but like as a woman or as a man, you have to learn how to, for one, love yourself heavily. And I do mean that. I mean,
I really
like,
want Ms. Nisha to call in.
but love your
Someone with
goddamn
some-
Yeah,
self.
call in, Niecy. I know you
With
got
someone with some
I know you got
seasoned
some wisdom
advice.
real quick. I know
That's
you got some
seasoned
wisdom real
advice.
quick.
I mean, I like
Call in,
grandmother's
Niecy.
advice.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you gotta. If you don't love yourself, it don't matter what will go down. You'll put up with a lot. Like you said, with that big girl, where she dealing with that dude. Like even though he's like making her feel terrible about herself, she don't think there's nothing else.
Right, because he didn't broke her confidence.
And I want any big girl out here that feel like this. I know it's plenty of dudes out here that will love the shit out of you.
Yeah, because it's not.
Don't settle for less, man.
And I don't want it to leave
Don't
it just
do
so
that, man.
vague, just to big girls. You know,
It's
Don't do
anything.
whatever insecurity you have, and if you're a
And
man,
let me say this, because
is
this is what a lot of men don't
tearing it
agree to.
down.
This is what a lot of men don't agree to in 2023. I would like to shout out to the thick bone women. Y'all are winning right now. Keep your head up.
Let me ask you a
A lot
question.
of men ain't speaking on that, but y'all are winning right now, man.
Was there a time where they wasn't? Even
It
though,
never was.
Even though on
It never
TV,
was. I'ma say it never
they
was.
showed this. Let's just be
Never
honest.
was.
Was there a time that there wasn't? Let's just
Never
be real.
was.
It never was.
Never
really.
was.
It really was.
We
They've
just gonna keep it
always- they've
honestly.
always been the ones. with
Y'all
the
are
behaviors.
winning, y'all right? Y'all winning
It's
right
always
now.
been.
Don't
Always.
y'all thick
Always
bone
been.
women be proud of your stretch marks. Be proud of yourself. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are winning. Bangdo said this. Y'all are winning.
What,
A lot,
what
y'all
Cat
winning.
Williams say you had stretch marks because you was big and got
Y'all
small,
winning.
or small
Or
and
did
got
you get
big?
small? It doesn't fucking matter. Either way, we fucking.
Say shit. I like motherfucking oatmeal pies.
Bigger
Yeah.
girls has always been
Right. Y'all are beautiful, man.
It's
For
the
real.
best.
It just is what it is. But maybe that's my preference. That like super skinny has never been my thing. Like you look a little sick to me.
See, I'm a skinny dude. I don't need something to match my fly. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm so big.
Well,
My
it
big
can't
ass
work with me,
messing with a female so skinny. How am I gonna smack her?
My
in the
wife
ass?
bigger than me.
I'm gonna think I'm
I
gonna
don't
knock
need
her
nothing
out.
smaller. Right.
My big ass smacking a little girl, like little skinny chick ass. I would feel like I'm gonna hurt
You gonna
her.
make some mad with this one, right? Because you got the petite joints out there, man.
No, it's dudes for it, but look how big I am.
Ain't nothing wrong with a petite, but like I said,
She
ain't
hungry.
nothing wrong with a woman with some meat on her bones.
There's nothing.
And that is beautiful. Y'all winning. I'm gonna say
Let
it
me- let
again.
me- let me ask you
Y'all
this
thick
question.
bone
Why-
women is
They
winning.
dangerous though. They dangerous.
Let
They
me ask you a
dangerous.
question.
How they
They
dangerous?
will suck your soul out and make you huge in about 2 months.
And,
Guaranteed.
nigga, and I be
because
nut-
they will cut.
And nigga, I would love it. I be nutty
Look,
professor
they-
like a
look, they will-
motherfucker too.
they-
You got
I
a
be
caller
nutty
coming in. We got a
professor
caller
like a
coming in.
motherfucker too.
You got a caller coming in.
You,
Hey, Onk in the building, Tyrone. Hey. Thank you for calling King's Tail. Who we
Hello?
got on the line? Who we got on the line?
You got Niecy B.
Oh, we got
You
DC.
got
Oh, Niecy B in the building.
and I was getting ready to answer that question, but when you said you want to hear from me, I said, okay, I'm gonna call in.
What question you talking about?
can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear us? What question you talking about?
Yeah. I'm a full-figured woman, and I can pull some Negroes from younger to old. So I'm telling you, weight has nothing to do with it.
No, it has nothing.
Tell him, Niecy.
Tell them. It has nothing
That's
to do
right.
with it at all.
I can pull fathers, daddies, cousins, you name it. I can.
She said, I'm working
They
with
say that
it.
black don't crack dudes. Yes, sir.
That's right. All right, y'all. I gotta go because I gotta
Okay.
drive somewhere.
Stay in the comments.
All right.
Stay in the comments.
Shout out to DC, y'all, man. Yes, sir.
She right now, me.
Yes,
She
sir,
like, hey,
man.
she
Be
like,
proud of yourself, man. Love
Damn
yourself,
right.
man. It's always somebody out there for somebody, man.
And I ain't
You know
gonna
what I
lie
mean?
to y'all.
If you
And-
meet a man that ain't your 9 times out of 10, if he don't like you for who you are, he's not your match.
Is that what it is?
So that's just what it
Because
is.
real talk, it's some. I'm not gonna say like as a dude, I found them. No, some girls I done dated that I didn't find the most
Mm-hmm.
attractive, but they personality just made up for all that shit.
And it was beautiful,
and they just
beautiful,
became
and
like,
I
like,
had-
you
hey,
like, damn,
real-
cuz.
I'm gonna be real shit, and I don't want her to cut my head off if she ever see me in the future. Like my second baby mama or whatever. Like we was friends. Like don't cut my, but like on some real shit. We was friends and shit. Like we didn't.
Uncle Meat in the
we
building.
didn't look at each other
ATL
for
in
like
the
that.
building.
We didn't look at each other like that, but her personality was dope as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I fucks with her, young. You like, you know what I mean? And we just 3-4 years after that. You feel what I'm saying? So
Because
it's a personality, man.
it does.
Because that weighs more. People put too much value on appearance. Appearance lasts, I want to say, puppy love phase. That's about how long appearance lasts. Because that is what you saw, you like that, whatever. After that, it's about mind state, what you bring to the table.
Because you're used to seeing his face now.
Yeah, you're used to it now.
It's just a face.
That's it.
You gotta have what all that comes with.
It's
That's
right
what I'm
here.
trying to say.
Everything comes from right here.
And so you
All in the
can't
heart.
say that you moving on to a different relationship and the only thing that you healed is how you looked in a relationship.
Right.
I'm gonna
'Cause
need
what
to
are you
say-
say-
I'm-
what are you
whoa,
fixing?
whoa, let that man say that
Just
one
change
more
your
time.
identity.
Say that one more time.
Y'all listen carefully.
I said you can't get into a new relationship and say that you've healed from the last if the only thing is you changed is how you look. You can't.
Right.
Shit, you see the
He said I'm gonna
people-
stand up to that. I'm gonna
You
submit
see-
to that. And I ain't
you-
never stand up at the king.
You see people that say I was married 20, 30, 40, 50 years down the line. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Parents, looking at them, they don't be the most, you know what I mean, appealing to look at. But what they have done for their future, what they have set up for their family, what they have, you be like, damn.
Just think about
That's
it.
sexy
You
as
notice the
fuck.
but you notice the couples that been together for that long. If you look at them, they're not all big on appearance and
No, they
trying
look
to
the
press,
same.
but not trying to
They
press,
look the
but not trying to
same.
press each other because they already know what the connection is. They right here with it.
The people that to
You feel what
me,
I'm saying?
okay, my mom and my dad been together for a long time. I ain't gonna lie, Mom Dukes be slaying these motherfuckers out here. I be looking at Mom Dukes pictures, I'm like, kill her, mama. Kill her. But when I look at pictures of Mom Dukes, like from growing up, my mom and my pops, they've been together, I want to say, I think they got married when I was maybe 4 or 5. I want to say 92. So, but I believe they was together before then. But when I look at them, they started to resemble each other. That's how long they've been together. That's how long they.
And they still holding it down.
What?
That's real.
Shit,
Goddamn.
That's my inspiration.
Man, you know what? Be proud of your mom and your dad, man.
What?
'Cause
Inspiration,
and I
man.
know another couple like that. The same one that runs the New Orleans truck or whatever. Shout out to Myron Devlin, man. I look up to them because they a strong couple. They've been together since I was born. You feel what I'm saying? And they make shit work. And I be sitting there like, man, they be thugging it out, man. They saw their business. They got it together.
Yeah, I
They like
done
this.
seen my
Bonnie and
mom
Clyde,
and my
man. I
dad
love that shit, man.
Go through. See, I grew up a little different. Like being younger, and I can tell that they was going through ups and downs, but they kept it.
That happens.
They
That's
kept it.
gonna
separate.
happen. That's
so.
what.
So
that's
I
what makes
didn't
that.
know what it was, but I just seen them go through to see them now. Now I don't know what they're going through on a daily. They can be going through stuff right now, but from what we see, beauty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I like
it's
right there.
inspiration for me.
Cause you gotta think about it. Every relationship gonna have its ups and downs. Every day is not sunny and motherfucking. That's bullshit.
It's how you deal with.
I'm
the
gonna tell you
pain.
like this. Me and my wife go through shit, but at the end of the day, I love her, and I'm glad that I'm experiencing the shit that I'm experiencing because it's making the relationship stronger than what the fuck it is.
Next topic.
I love it.
I got a topic for you right now.
I love it.
You just hit something on something. You said, at the end of the day, I love it.
I love it. It's making me stronger.
I could be
it's
wrong because
building
I'm a
me to
little
be
younger, but
stronger man.
we got some people in the building that can correct me if I am wrong. Was it Tina Turner that say that y'all older than me? Now, when Tina Turner songs that say "What's love got to do with it"? Okay, bet. Does love equate to happiness? Now, can you love a person and be like, what? Okay, where does the line draw of I love this person with everything, but I'm not happy? Where does that?
You know what? You don't have the power to make somebody love themselves. You don't have the power to do that. But you do have the power to try to get them on the right track to start loving themselves. Because if they see you loving you, they're gonna and they see that if they see you loving you for yourself and for you who you are as a human being and see you loving them, they're gonna want to love themselves. It's gonna give them the mind frame to want to love themselves because they see that the fact that you love yourself as a person and you love them too. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you try to manipulate a person to love you? If you don't love
You
yourself,
said manipulate, so
Like,
I like how you put
not
that
even-
word. No,
not
I
even-
like how you put that word in there because if you're-
manipulating ain't all bad,
Right.
It ain't all a bad
Right.
word. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? So
it's an action.
it's exactly. So
Right.
exactly. So if you can do that shit, man, like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else, convince somebody to believe that you love them.
Now let me.
That's just what it
I
is.
got today. I started off with when we started off of how was your week. I mean, usually I say the most boring as shit. Y'all's be more of the his be funny as shit. Yours be I'm breathing and whatnot, and I be like, well, it is what it is. I agree with one of y'all.
Right.
But I want to be real today. Now, I mean, like I said, I didn't want to do this motherfucking show today, fam.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt like that
I'm
too.
gonna just be real.
But you know what kept me going?
But
There's a reason why we doing this.
What's
shit.
that?
There's a reason why we're doing this.
I believe
And that's what
because
keeps
we
me going.
say things. First of all, we don't care. Not saying we don't care about people's feelings.
I don't.
We care. He made me know. I care. Okay,
got nothing to
I
do with
care
him.
about your feelings. I don't care to the point where I'm going to stop believing what I believe in
Right.
because of yours. I could be considerate,
Mm-hmm.
but that's as far as it goes. But today, I'm going to be honest about me. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to me, it's like what you were just saying about like, how I want to say this. Well, fuck it. I'm going to just say, I'm not in the greatest space to tell people what to fucking do. But I can see when you're fucking up. You get what I'm saying? Even though I'm not in the best space to tell you what to do, I can let you know that what you're doing is not right. But the answer is, I don't know.
And you know something? That's honestly a perspective that a lot of people need to understand is actually correct in this world. Like a lot of people will realize, say, well, you're not a woman, so you can, or you're not a man, or you're not a parent. But at the end of the day, we as humans can all see wrong.
Right.
We may not all know the absolute right, but we can all see wrong. So I don't need to be a parent to say it's 125 degrees outside. Why the fuck is your windows rolled up and your 2-year-old in the car? I don't need to be a parent to say that.
Right.
Because it's the truth.
That's the truth.
Because people got this thing in their mind where they try to take up fault like they know better just because they play that role. I don't give a fuck how long you've been in any role, any industry, like when it comes to music, being human, being anything. Nobody is a professional at this shit.
Right.
Somebody can always teach you to do better.
Right. That's a fact.
Nobody is a professional at this shit.
Right. I seen something where it's a saying, everyone knows the saying when it's like those that can do and those that can't teach. I seen somebody tweet that not too long ago. And they kind of took that in the ignorance of people. They start bashing teachers, saying that they couldn't do this and this and that. I'm like, I think they misread the quote. I think they didn't understand the actual quote of it. Now, I think I'm one of them people that I'm going to have more words than my actions. So maybe I'll be a teacher. Now, you might be one of the people that going to take my words and going to go do what I say. That doesn't mean that you're better than me because I was just as valuable as you. You couldn't did it unless I said it. But they start bashing teachers. I didn't understand that. I'm like, I think you misread that quote. You get what I'm saying? Now, I cannot be honest. I'm one of the ones that I'm going to see people, I'm going to run into people, and I'm going to give them words of wisdom. Now, how they can go live that in action, that's on them.
Right.
Because my shit ain't in order. So if you look at me, I didn't give you the most uplifting thing. You walked away from me thinking that you can be a billionaire. I'm going to walk away with bills up the yin yang. But I was able to give you the right words.
Right. Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
And what's crazy is that knowledge that you gave that person might shoot them right the fuck to the top.
Cause you like how many times I done heard many stories where it's like rich famous people say they got a lot of inspiration and mad advice from like a homeless dude.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Because just because a person is down on their luck, shit fucked up. Because like I said, life is a lucky motherfucker.
You can wake up tomorrow
Look,
rich.
You start off life with luck. Your dad bust off billions of sperms out this motherfucker, and you came out.
That's a lucky motherfucker from
That's
the
a
jump.
fact.
And that's facts.
You
That's
start
facts.
off your life
That's
with
facts.
luck. Now, how your life play out after that all goes luck, because it don't matter. Like I said, hard work is a motherfucker, but if you have some fucked up luck, you can build you $1 billion company and lose it in 2 seconds.
Now, yeah, that's why I said don't disrespect this this homeless man. You just spoke of homeless man. Don't disrespect him, because I guarantee he did more. I can't guarantee. There's a lot of homeless men that did more in his life than you ever did. It's some homeless men that was Fortune 500 list type motherfuckers,
Right.
And all of a sudden they couldn't handle, because they had so much money. I can't blame them for being born rich, but maybe they lost a child and they didn't ever deal with adversity as people in the impoverished areas did, and they didn't know how to deal with it. Okay, cool, and they became homeless. But you bashing this man, and you will never achieve these things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Help this man to get back to at least where you are. And then you will probably find out that through his knowledge, y'all can get to where he used to be. But no, people don't see that. They look at like, because I'm broke and I live in the hood, but I have on Jordans and I have food tonight, I'm better than you. No, you just as like me, man. Like, let's just be real.
So
You done seen, we done all been in neighborhoods where this school, elementary, middle, high school is poor as fuck. Every person that walked through this door, poor as a bitch. People joke all damn day. Joke what? Your poor clothes? Your mama bust her ass to get them Jordans, and your mama broke as fuck. Just because my mom took her money and paid the bills and ain't give me Jordans, we still broke as fuck. What makes you better?
I swear, adult life make you regret a lot of shit. Say, man, I ain't even need them shoes back in the day. Man, adult, like, not say that you regret it, like you could do something about it, but it really humbles you. It humbles the fuck out of you, especially like you little kids think you about to run through life like shit. This shit easy, cause this nigga, life will humble you. It would take you down a peg and it will make you really think back to like shit that you did.
I like my upbringing because do I feel, I could be wrong, it's a feeling. Do I feel that my parents could have gave me all the name brand shit? I do feel like they could. Now that I'm being older and looking at it, I think they could. But do I respect them for not being what they are now? I'm like, well, damn, they had a plan. They let us go through the wearing the hand-me-downs and my Mondays looking like Cuzzo Tuesdays and whoop. But look where they are right now. I respect that
Right,
shit.
you got to.
God, as a kid, I'm like, fuck, I'm getting joked. And
Right.
this and that. I just learned to throw them hands.
Hey.
It just is what it is. But looking back, I'm like, oh, shit. Now, when I start getting into the family aspect, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they did. They was dope when they did that shit. They was smart with it.
They were smart.
They was smart with it, man. All right, y'all gonna rock it out. You're not gonna understand it. You might have some kids because they mama priorities fucked up.
Now, I had a brother.
But you know what I mean?
I had a
Yeah.
brother that, because of that, brother was a hustler. I'm talking about, bro would have this job, that job, might do a little whoop-de-whoop back in the day, but he gonna have 2 Shri on. And, we gonna be straight? We gonna be all right. Know what I mean? Mon Deuce and them gonna handle these bills, and they are future. Bro gonna have you looking decent. Nah, I mean, he ain't gonna have you going out there looking crazy. Now, we might fight because somebody else got something better, and nigga like me, I want putting them on. Look, listen.
You
My
just
bro,
brought up a big ass
hold on,
motherfucking
talk about.
thing.
I'm
cuz.
gonna say some funny shit real quick, cuz. I'm gonna let you know some real shit. Bro used to come in the house with some fresh shit. I'm talking about fresh ass clothes. I watch this nigga iron them bitches. You know what I'm gonna do in the morning? I'm getting up and putting them on and dipping.
Let me get those. I got a fresh shit too. Oh shit! We gotta get up for another 2 hours. I'm out of this motherfucker.
Bitch.
At somebody's house, fresh as shit at 6
Fresh.
o'clock in the morning.
What?
God damn.
But yeah, I mean, but like I'm saying, like what you about to say, because like I'm saying, like it was the grind that the parents put in that we didn't appreciate as kids is what I was trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we was talking about the future. I think that's one thing that people aren't looking at. Actually, everybody say I'm looking towards my future. I'm looking towards my future, but how many people really are? Like on a day-to-day, a lot of people, and like, not to say this is the bad thing, because some people who like, especially when you down bad, live poor, check to check, the future don't really be real. You trying to figure out tomorrow or the next week or what I'm gonna do about this. So like, how it's not a lot of people that actually, not to say don't have the ability, but are too stretched around their day-to-day life to even focus on the actual future. And I think that's a lot of problems. Not to say that people can't do it, because like you said, we got parents as an example of like it can happen. People can actually do it, but I think that some people get overwhelmed. Like especially like you said, you live in check to check, and you're only focusing on this period of fucking time. That's all I can focus on, because I'm stressed out about the fact that I got this due. I don't know if they're gonna take this. I gotta make sure this paid. I gotta make sure this paid. Gotta make sure that I eat. Gotta make sure they eat. It's when do you get the time to really say, all right, I'm about to start this business up? Because right now, the only thing you think is how I'm gonna get this fucking McDonald's.
Facts. Now, let me speak to having the opportunity to see children come from a young age to adults, as yourself, as Danielle, and I'm gonna ask you a question. Is like, as a younger guy, and you having children, and they ask for this or they ask for that. Now, 9 times out of 10 is not what your kids ask for that makes you, because you say if you have to say no, that doesn't hurt as more as the things you want to do for them and you can't. That's the stuff that hurts even more. Now, as you grew up, the question is, can you see the things that you lacked of, and do you see it as at a different perspective now?
Oh, most definitely. Like even down, like, I ain't gonna lie, I literally had like, it was like a weird ass conversation with like one of my homeboys. Like we literally just going back there. Like it's like have you ever really thought about, like as an adult now, because you know he got a kid and shit, because we talking about like, have you ever thought about like all the shit that you really asked for? And that your mom really did want to give you, but she had to say no, and you got mad? Like, just shit like that, and you got mad. But she really, really wanted to give it to you.
She had to weigh out things.
And now being an adult, you know, like, I'm out here begging for a motherfucking Pokemon game, and motherfuckers needed food. That's like $60.
You got a call? Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? It's like $60. And I be thinking about it all the time. I said, shit.
We got to call in. I think I know who this is right here.
That's cool.
What's good? Welcome to the King's Table, man.
Not what your kids ask for.
I'm gonna need you.
Yo.
What's good? Who called the King's Table? Hey, turn down your audio.
Hello. Yo, this ATL.
ATL, what's good, man? Turn your tell us down. We can hear us loud in the back. What was it that you were trying to comment on?
I was trying to call in and chat.
What was it that you wanted to speak on? What's good with you, bro? Though.
What's good?
I need you to cut down your audio in the back. I can hear.
Table right now. I'm trying to call in the chat.
Conversation
like just we literally just going back there. Like it's like have you ever really thought about?
I need you to turn. I need you to turn down your audio. Turn down the radio. Turn down the phone. I don't know what that is. But bro, what was it that you was trying to comment on?
Oh man, I was just trying to comment on, you know what y'all was talking about. Basically how, you watch your parents and how you seen how, they did things and how you led your own family, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like when you talk about how when growing up, your family that you grew up with has an impact, but it's all about, how you navigate through it.
What's good? Yeah,
we can hear.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear your audio. I don't know if you in the car or whatever. Turn the radio down.
It sound extorted.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit.
Yeah, I couldn't hear him.
Be good. He hung up. All right. But
Call back.
Yeah.
But you gotta turn your audio
Shout out
down, man.
ATF calling in. He in Florida right now. So, I mean,
dealing
shout
with
out
the
the whole
gangsters and shit.
Florida. Now I mean,
Yeah, definitely. I know it's nice down there right now, man.
yeah.
You down there living it up right now, cuz.
But I think he was calling about, if I'm not mistaken, he was talking about parenting and things.
Yeah, because
I
I
mean-
think a lot of us, I think a lot of people do look back, especially like once you get older and start working on your own bills and start trying to build something, you really start to think and appreciate back to what your parents was actually trying to build for you. Because it's just like, damn, this shit ain't easy.
And it's all about understanding that people was doing it on the fly. Because before that parent had that child, they were living a life. They were living a life, maybe not the life. The life that they was going on, their plans to get to where they was going didn't include a child at the time. Now they have to change their plans to include the child. Not only just the child, but the child's future, even though you're trying to
Build your own.
build your own. Now I mean, and the more children you add to it, it's like, damn,
more
that
futures.
child's more futures, because that child future, they want to be this, they want to be that, they want to be that. Now, not only do I have to get them to these places, I still have a place that I want to be, and that
It's an add on to everything. You got to add on health problems because you got your own set of health problems. 9 times 10 they gonna get yours. They might get some other shit. And like you got to think, like some parents might have a kid who have special needs, so that's another added thing that they have to like deal with, because that's more attention that a child needs for medical, school, everything. So it's like it's a lot of things that parents have to do, like people in general have to do on the day to day to progress. And it's the fact that it's very hard to keep all that going on and still focusing on building up. It's like shit. Not to say like on the same level, but like it's like running the country. You gotta motherfucking make this bitch work, but at the same time, keep it together.
Right. And for y'all in the chat, remember that I would need everybody to get that share icon next to your name. If you see me in the chat, you see that share icon. So get that share icon next to your name, go into 5 chats. Share to at least 5 groups to get that share icon next to your name, and let us grow a little bit more to get to more people. If y'all like the conversations that we're having and you think that more people need to hear it, share this thing. But yeah.
It's a hard one. Like I said, I feel for parents. I don't have any kids of my own yet that I know of.
No, wait.
Say
Before we
probably
go
got
past
3
that,
out there
Before
somewhere.
we go past that, is it weird to know that us as men probably have more kids out there than we know of? Because just being honest, we have all been young before. And you still damn young, so you still probably doing it.
Damn, bro.
But like
That shit make
to the
you
point where
think,
you
man.
met a chick, y'all did what y'all did, you don't know who she is. You ain't seen
you
her
ever
since.
seen somebody that you might have
See,
and then you see the child, you like,
Like, ooh, Lord.
damn, that dude look like me around the eyebrows a little bit.
You look. That bird, the eyebrows. You're
I'm
funny.
just being honest. Yes, sir. Hey, can I get a shot real quick?
Yeah.
They said that don't mean the story is true, but what I'm trying to say is
that it's a
But
possibility.
it's a possibility, right?
Possibility.
That's a little. Now let me ask you something. Let me ask you a question. If
them eyebrows give it away.
if there is children out there that's allegedly yours, and they grew up, let's just say they 15, 16, 17 now. They've been thinking that the person that they're around is their father. Do you interrupt?
Fuck no.
I think I
Mind
should
your
let
business. Mind your business.
them. That's how I feel.
Mind your business.
I'm
Don't
not.
call-
I think I'm gonna bring them more.
Mind your business, because that should have been their mom job to tell them who the fuck you was.
Well, no, wait. If
you
I
was with the mama.
knew, it should have been my job and the mom job. But
But-
if I didn't know,
but if
and the
you-
mom knew,
But
yeah,
see, you
it's the
didn't
mom
know,
job.
and the mom knew it was
Yeah,
the
but,
mom
like, if
job.
I find out, and like if it come out, I would get it on. You know what I mean? If he want to but if he like don't want it, I can't force him because he just thought this other person was dead.
Right.
This whole goddamn time.
Well, I have a situation. I'm gonna be honest. I'll be honest on this show. I have a situation where my daughter is 12 now, so I'm gonna say around 10 years. 12. She was born in so around 12 years ago. It was a lady that came out and said, "Hey, this is your child." And at that time, that motherfucker had to be around 7 already. And I'm like, huh? But
Nope.
so I'm like, so I'm trying to, now I got an old lady. Now I'm scared at the time to tell the old lady, whoop. I'm young. Now, I mean, if I was thinking like now, I probably would have just told her. But I'm trying to discover this shit behind the scenes, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm like, well, he kind of look, but then the dude in the situation of her life hits me up and like, hey, motherfucker, this is my child. So I'm like, well, fuck it then. Like, my old lady feels like, well, that could be, you should find out. I'm like, this man wants to father. He loves this child. He was, by the time I heard about it, it was 7. This was 12 years ago. So you talking about, like, he way older than it now, like 19, 20 years old. So it's like, nigga, well, who am I to break up that?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it was a shock to me at the time. I was sitting there scared, like, how the fuck do I tell this lady, I might have to bring a motherfucker in this crib?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some
But
scary
dude
shit.
kind of came through with the safety net and said, nigga, this is my baby. I'm like, cool.
There you go. You right. Yeah, I'm right with you. That's
But
yours.
let's just say, hypothetically,
yeah.
I don't want to pursue. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to pursue.
I wouldn't
Because I'm
either.
like, I don't want to mess up that little boy's happiness.
I wouldn't either. Even
Know what I mean?
even if I knew the truth and somebody showed me.
Now, no.
Who-
See, me,
I
if
couldn't.
it was the truth and it is mine.
But if
I
it's,
don't want to mess
if
up
it's
that
too
boy's
far
happiness.
gone, like why would I fuck the situation up if they already believe that they already settled in with the family and they already believe this is
Why
what it
bring
is?
more problems?
Why would I
More
bring that
problems.
shit? You know what
I
I mean?
mean, I would just keep the information
'Cause-
of I know just in case.
My
I get a
karma
call
is
one
I
day.
gotta know the fact that I'm the father
I would
and
do,
I
no,
can't.
no, it's
In
not a karma.
reality-
It is really though.
Not for me
In
because
re-
I didn't know.
In reality,
yeah, you right.
if it's gonna be reality, said if it is his, he technically just a donor. Said,
At that
he
time,
the
because I didn't
father
do
now.
nothing.
He's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
father.
So I would like to know. Like,
That's just like the Brat and her
only
girlfriend,
You're a funny motherfucker.
The what?
I cover the mic.
That nigga terrible.
I'm just
But-
speaking facts, man.
If I was to know, let's just say if I was to know 100%, I would never say nothing to that child because I don't want to break up his thing what he has with that man. Now I would like to know just in case one random day, God forbid, that mom or I find out that something health wise is happening. Now if I'm the match and this man is not, let's not let this person find out.
right.
Let me just go ahead and send
Donate.
my donation.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? And say it came from that man. Know what I mean? And bam. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? We don't have to do
But you know what? What would you do if it came down to like your child getting to that age where they knew that wasn't their fault?
Well, if they went out there
They
and
wanted to
researched,
discover, like they wanted to know.
Then I would just tell them the truth. I didn't know you was this. Then it's the truth. They would hate me because I don't. You all know me.
Yeah.
If you come to me with your feelings, you wasn't there. I'm like, dog, shut the fuck up. Y'all know me.
You a goddamn lie.
Y'all know me.
bruh,
He
fuck-
definitely know me.
Right.
Bro, I seen the fucking Legos movie drop a bar on that shit.
Zay.
Motherfucker, he said, I'm your dad. I named you. He said, you ruined my life. He said, how? Wasn't even there.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts, man. Facts.
And I be saying people like it's like a whole lot of like deadbeat shit that people be saying. I say a lot of people, I ain't gonna lie, some dads did the best thing they could for their kids by not being there. And it may sound terrible, but some of these people
because they wasn't ready yet.
they wasn't.
Because if they was have been their father at the time that they was conceived,
They could have had
they probably
horrible anger issues that they could have worked. They could have had a drug problem. They could have had a lot of issues because a lot of times, like motherfuckers that dip off don't usually be the best motherfuckers. Let's be real. Like they don't usually be the best.
until later.
Yeah, that's it.
Until
Because they
later.
usually like young, own they shit, might be in the streets. Different things.
They wasn't ready yet.
And you expect the motherfucker that probably wasn't mature in a lot of other areas anyway to be that way. Like I said, some people did the best they could. Like even some mothers, like they give up their kids because they know for a fact that
Right now ain't the time.
I ain't ready.
Right.
And like people's like, I don't like. Don't get me wrong. I don't believe in like just getting rid of the motherfucker. But shit, if you're not ready, you might fuck that kid up better more than anything else will.
Right. Right.
You will.
So at the end of the day, you do believe in it because you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
But you might fuck that kid up more than anything, and that's just like you go add another cycle to this motherfucker.
Right. Right.
You go add another cycle. And
You know what I'm saying? I can't take my beliefs
mm-hmm.
and then say because I believe in this, a person should apply it to them. If a woman like you, my thoughts of abortion, blah blah blah, is just my thoughts. Now, what this woman is going through and why she came to this conclusion, that has nothing to do with. I have no choice but to respect hers and be like, damn, I wasn't thinking like that for. I was just thinking like this.
Mm-hmm.
Now she came to that conclusion because whatever she was going through. Now, all I have to do is have some little humility and be like, damn, you know what I mean? I would have never thought of that because I didn't live that.
I don't have to believe in it. I just got it. I understand.
That's it.
I
Have an
fucking
understanding heart.
Understand.
Have an understanding heart.
I
Some people are
understand.
steadfast.
Yeah, like I can't say that. Like I don't think selling drugs is the best thing or shooting motherfuckers, but I do understand the motherfuckers. Not to say that I understand why they like don't kill nobody, but I
You
understand the
yeah.
circumstances of how the actions happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't just blatantly just be like, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Facts.
people are people. Everybody has a story to tell. Now, it is some motherfuckers that they just like that.
I don't believe in that.
I think so.
I don't believe in that.
I just look. I'm like I'm serious.
And this is where me and you differentiate. I fucked that up the first time. You say the serial killers, right?
Not all. You
Do
know
I
what mean.
think there's a special place in hell for them? A special place on the
No, I don't even. I don't even think that.
I'm the type of person where if the mind, there's something that's in your head, you can't really. Well, you kind of can manipulate the mind in a sense, therapy and all that.
But I'm
But
saying
if something in the mind
it's wrong.
is tapped into some sick shit, I put you in the box of you're a sick person.
That's what I mean. That's what I say.
I don't just throw the whole person away. I believe that somewhere you can capture this person and help them out of their sickness. Because normal people don't think like that. I believe there's something about them that made them sick. I could be wrong, and that's just me thinking that people are
Because
inherently good and not evil.
The mind is breakable. That is a fact.
And we don't know what that motherfucker can do.
Yeah, the mind is a breakable thing, but you got to think about it. And sometimes, like people suffer. I call them temporary fractures. That's what you.
I'm gonna give y'all some shit at the end of this show.
The manic state.
I'm gonna give y'all some shit. I want y'all to be vulnerable at the end of this show. I got a question for y'all, but go ahead.
But like the mind is breakable because like people suffer like certain fractures. Like I call them fractures. Like dude walk in on his wife, fuck another dude. He snap, shoot the motherfucker. But in his mind come back, he felt guilty about it afterwards. His head fucked up. He didn't even mean to go to that. He had a temporary mind lapse where his mind fractured for a second and it broke. But I do believe that sometimes people's minds break and don't come back. I also believe that some people's minds are.
DB
born
was
that
good.
way.
Now, this is a question that you can only answer. I wasn't there. This is a question that, this is a scenario that you brought to me. Now, if you don't want to talk it up on the show, we're not going to. But he just said something about somebody snapping. There was a story that you told me before about some person that you knew that went through something, and he lived in a family that he snapped, and he did some things.
Oh yeah.
Are
I can talk
you-
about that.
okay.
I can talk about that.
Now, before you talk about it, he said that. Explain what you meant by that before I answer this question. Which one? About what you say, a person that snapped, but he feels guilty at the end and blah blah. Blah.
Yeah, a person who, like I said, because the mind can snap. Because like you said, we all had times where our emotions overboil. And sometimes it's worse than others. And I believe that a lot of factors play into that, so to speak. Like you said, dude walking in on his wife cheating. The reaction might be different depending on, for one, how much he care about her. Because if he was fucking somebody else anyway, and he kind of mad. He might be mad off tip on some disrespectful shit like you fucking old lady, but he's not gonna. But a motherfucker who really wanted her and had his whole life planned and had all that shattered at one time, his emotions then ran overboard. Because now every little thing, like everything he's working for, might have kids, everything literally in his mind has went down the toilet. In that one single moment.
So he's giving a vague example of it. You knowing a person that lived through it and seen the actual snap portion. Now, I have seen the snap portion too that, I'm going to be honest, I'm not ready to speak on to the publicly, but you said that you are. So the question is, for me, in that situation, can you find yourself still loving or having love towards that person, even though you've seen what they did? But do you have the humility to be like, well, they snapped, they did wrong, so I can't fuck with them forever? Or do you have the thing where, like, I understand why they snap, even though I see why it's wrong, I can still be there for them?
Oh, that's my.
I mean, because only you can explain what you've seen. Even, I mean, you told me in
Talking about
confidence.
the incident with the family and all that stuff right there.
Right.
Like, damn, like, I don't know.
If you was to see this person again, could you see yourself still having that same respect, having that
the guy that actually did everything?
Right.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like I tell everybody, don't play with nobody's feelings, and you won't get hurt.
Because
at the end of the motherfucking day, somebody's feelings is them as a person. And if you fuck with that person and you play with their feelings and you don't take them seriously, sometimes it can cause you your life.
Do you think that a person that lets you play with their feelings has some blame? Because the first time they played with your feelings, they didn't speak up.
No, because they love your motherfucking
Well,
ass.
what time out? I get that.
No.
Because if you don't speak up, okay, say if you love a person and they play with you, they take your, not play with you, they take your feelings for granted, and you don't speak up, you're telling them that you're allowing this. So when this happens over and over again and you snap, you kind of be to blame because you should have spoke up to let them know that I'm not dealing with this.
So why didn't the person that was out here playing the games just cut the person off that they was playing the games with if you didn't give a fuck about the person's feelings? So when your ass end up getting your brains blowed out or you end up getting killed, that's on you.
No.
Because at the end,
I get that as well. I'm a person that sees both sides.
I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm
You know
being.
what I'm saying?
you play stupid games, you win.
I'm being real. I'm being.
not
Shout out
lie.
to Willie D. That nigga says play stupid games and win stupid prizes.
I'm gonna be real. I'm be real. This facts. Life is too fucking short. At the end of the day, we all got the knowledge to know that and got the common sense to know that. If you don't want to be with a person, go on with your fucking business and be a whore or be whatever you want to be by yourself. But don't lead somebody on because you know they're a good person, but you don't want nobody else to have them. So you're trying to hold on to them, but you want your your cake and eat it too.
But time out. I'm speaking of this right here.
You feel what I'm saying?
That sounds, too easy. I'm talking about the couples out there that's
What's too easy?
No, that's too easy because that sound.
Because if I feel like I want to fuck multiple women, I'm not gonna be with my wife.
That sounds. That's me too. That's me too.
I will say this.
What's the point of being married?
I will say this 100% of a fact that you can dead ass love the fuck out of a person.
Right.
Yeah.
And because right now, there's many dudes who were in love with their wife at one point in time, fell out of love. Like, let's say you've been married 20 years. How do you throw away that?
Right. This one saying that's what I say it's too easy. Let's say if you've been with a person, let's just say you take 10 years and y'all both were solid. Something happened. Something happened with you or something happened with her. You stepped out or she stepped out. Does that mean that she doesn't love you or you don't love her? Does it mean? Now, the person that I am, I'm just going to tell you that I
If
fuck
I
somebody
gotta
else.
step out,
I don't have it in me
to
hide shit.
if I-
I'm just going to let you know. People know me.
Let me
keep
put it like this.
1,000 with me.
If I gotta step out and hide shit from my partner, I don't love my partner. at all. Because if I love my partner,
You're not in love. You
I'm
do
not-
love.
it's no love. Ain't no in love. No,
So-
I
No, that's
love.
a difference.
Ain't no
That's
love,
a difference.
Period.
It's a-
That's
no,
a
it's a
difference.
no love.
There is a difference.
Period.
I gotta-
You do
I gotta-
love because if harm was to come to that person's way that day, whether you cheated or not, you're gonna risk your life to go take penitentiary chances.
You don't
to
love
make sure
somebody
nothing
you're
happens
gonna
to them.
hurt, and that you feel like
Okay,
fuck all
time
that.
out.
You're
Time
not gonna
out,
love
time out.
somebody you
That's
hurt.
me. That's
That's
me.
just what it
If
is.
I'm going to cheat on my old lady, before I even did it, she would know that I'm done. But that's just me. But at the same time, I'm not gonna say that if a dude cheats on his old lady, he don't love her, because I know that he may not be in love
He
with her
don't
no
love
more.
her.
No, talk about
He
he's
don't
not.
love her,
He's
man.
not in love with her. But I guarantee, if I walked up to his old lady, if I walked up to his old lady and I hollered at her in front of this man,
I'm gonna tell you why.
or away from this man,
Okay.
or if
You know why? You know
wait a minute,
why that
time out,
nigga
time
in
out.
his feelings?
If
Go ahead,
harm-
finish your
If
word.
harm came his wife's way, he would take penitentiary chance to do 75 years to protect that woman.
And you wanna know why? You wanna know
Ego.
why? You wanna know why?
Ego.
Cause he's a bitch ass nigga. You wanna know why? Cause he know he had something good and he fucked it up. So to see another man
You kind of
to
right.
come the fuck in
kinda right.
and take over,
No, he kinda
it
right.
hurts him
That
to his
is fact.
motherfucking
No, he
core.
kinda right.
We
On
gonna be
that
real
point-
here. Let's
but-
not
no,
playing
but
with
no,
the bullshit.
But you kind of right.
On
But
We gonna be real
But
here.
no, time out.
We gonna be real.
I
here.
want to give you a good ass example of it. The reason you say the person don't love them because they lied and cheated or whatever, right?
If you fucking
No,
another
you
woman,
did that
and
because you
don't
love
love-
them.
You don't love that person.
No,
You don't love that
you
person.
did it wrong. I
don't
got a
love that
question for
person.
you. How many people in your family have done wrong but you still love them?
Yeah, exactly.
How many people have done you
That's what I'm saying.
wrong,
It's a
but
difference
they
between
still
in
come
love
back and
and
love
love.
you? That's what I'm saying. In love means you
If
wouldn't do those
I
things.
love you,
You saying love.
If
In love
I
is
love
different.
you.
No, in love is
My-
different than
listen.
being loved. In love is
that's where
different
y'all
than
get
love.
it. I'm gonna ring the bell.
In love is
That's
different.
where everybody getting it fucked
Okay,
up
pull up.
at.
No, it's not.
If
because-
I love you, I'm not gonna do shit to hurt you. I don't want to see you hurt. I don't want to put you
You're
through
right.
that.
No, you're right.
So
no,
it ain't
no.
that's bullshit.
No. Okay, you're
It's-
right.
You
That's-
know
that's-
what you had that was valuable.
That's based
but
off
you know
of-
you ain't a good and you a no
But,
good
but you're
motherfucker.
basing that off of you.
Listen,
like I said,
listen.
with me, I feel the
But
same
you
as
gotta
you.
think, you gotta think about
I'm talking about
mental,
right.
mental weakness plus mental strength.
It-
like think about this: a person who likes to please his girl, right? He did all this thing, but let's say 15, 20 years down the line, he fell out of love with her. He still don't want to see her hurt. He want to go out there and do this. He don't want to see her cry because in order to end it, he has to
'Cause
see
he's a
that.
piece of shit.
No,
Let's be real.
now he's balancing out. I say a person, like I said,
I'ma tell you
with,
why.
Even with a female, like you gotta think, a female go out there, she didn't fell out of love with him, right? She got kids, she got family, she got public opinion. It's a whole lot more to just ending a marriage or ending a relationship than just saying it's over.
Anybody. Let me get this clear right now. Anybody that can step out and not give a fuck about they partner feelings, knowing that it will tear them the fuck
Shit,
up.
there's people that
If
cared
they-
about it.
Tell me-
Let's
come on,
let me
say
finish.
something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ain't no fucking love there. I don't care how much
That's
you
because
explain it
that's
or how much you
because-
trying to put it.
That's
It's
because
no
that's
fucking
because
love
now
there.
with me,
It's none.
Now with me,
You ain't gonna
I
hurt
would not
somebody you
step
love.
out.
I don't
I
give a
would not
fuck.
step out on mines. I would not step if before I step on a mine, they would know I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person I'm gonna just end it before I do that. But let's just be real. That's not because of my normal is not everyone's normal. Now I can see both sides. I can see that a guy, a woman can go out there and cheat on their guy. Me, I'm gonna think it's wrong, which it is. But I cannot tell them that they don't love that person. They're not in love with them. They want to leave. They just don't want to see them hurt.
Nah, they
That's
just know
why
they
they're
got
keeping
something
it
good
away
and they
from
don't
them.
want nobody else to have
No,
it.
no. They
That's
don't.
all it is,
no,
man.
the-
That's
the-
big snap to
That's true
reality.
too. No, that's
all it is.
That's
They
true.
don't love that person.
That's no.
You're not gonna hurt somebody
time
you
out.
love.
That's
It
true
just
from
boils
a.
down to
That's
that.
true from a some standpoint.
It just boils
we
down to
can't
that.
take a some and make it a all.
Because if I go
Now,
cheat on
you're
my wife
right
because I
to
see a
some
woman,
people.
I don't love her.
Look, check this out.
I don't love
Check this
her.
out.
If I'm going to go step out and sleep with another female, I don't love my wife.
That's
that
a
just
fact.
boils down
That's,
to
that,
it.
that goes for you.
It ain't no
and
in
that goes
love
for
or
me.
love there. It's no love there.
No, that goes for
because
you.
if I cared, I would not do something that's going to jeopardize her fucking feelings.
No,
if I cared.
No. Okay, that's
You see what
not
I'm
true
saying?
I got a
though.
question.
I
That's
have
not
control
true.
over that.
I got a
Not
question.
That's
her,
not
I have
true.
So I
control
got a
over
question.
that.
So have you ever had like a parent or an
That's
older
not-
person in your family do some hurtful shit?
What you mean?
Like do some
Yeah.
hurtful shit.
That's what I'm
Have
saying,
you
that's
had
not
somebody
true.
in your family do some fucked up shit, but at the same time,
It hurts your feelings.
Not really, because everything that I
Your
thought
mom
was
is gonna
hurtful
hurt your
was
feelings.
Somebody
Your
telling me
dad
about
is gonna
myself.
hurt your feelings.
So I thought it was
your,
hurtful.
your cousin's gonna hurt your feelings. All these people are gonna hurt your feelings. That does not mean that they do not love you. That's not true. The in love is separate from love, because when you're in love with a person, that's different. That's intimate.
But we can't put family with relationship.
No,
No,
you-
no, no.
love.
That's two
No,
different
we're
things.
not doing love. We're
relationship.
talking
We
about the
said-
word
we
of
said
love.
In love.
Okay.
In
We're
love
talking about
is
the
what
word
I
of
put
love.
for, like, when you pop that
I
question.
love my
to your
damn
wife.
dog. I ain't
But
in
it's
love
still
because we
two
died
different
today. I don't
loves,
give a
though.
fuck.
No. That's
I
what I'm
love
saying.
my mama different than
But the
I
thing
love
about
my
it
wife.
is-
You're not in love with your mom. Exactly.
No, you're not.
You
Let's
love
say
your mom.
You love her. So that's what we're trying to say. When you're in love with your girl, of course you're not gonna go cheat. Of course you're not gonna do that. But at the same time, when everything goes out and you're like, I'm not really in love with her. You're actually looking at other people. You see the beauty in other people.
But
you
you're
trying
not
to go-
in love with her no more.
You're not in love with her no more. But at the same time,
You do love
you
her. Mm-hmm.
don't want to see her hurt. You don't want to see her go through no fucked up situations. You probably do everything you fucking can for her because you still love her.
You do.
Okay.
You do.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
You
still
do,
love her.
because let's just say if you and your old lady had dreams, her dream was to do some crazy business shit, and you knew you wasn't in love with her more. You got a side chick and this and that. But I guarantee when she brings up her business, whatever, you're gonna give her all the inspiration to go do it, knowing that you really want out, but you don't want to see her
But you
hurt.
know what?
You want to see.
See, this is
her
what I
go
like
get it.
about this is what I like about the King's Table. This is therapy. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
I don't even sign up for counseling. Fuck all that shit. But I come here because this shit helps my marriage too. You feel what I'm saying? When we sitting at the table and we talking about shit like this, like you got a good point. Like I didn't look at it that way. So
Now,
I
no,
just
wait a
learned
minute. I
something
told
new
y'all
today.
boys I'm gonna give y'all.
that's what I'm talking
I mean,
about.
we got 7 minutes before we get out of here. Now, we start off the show with how was your week? My man's over here always tell me I'm alive, I'm breathing, and that is good. You tell me how your job is a little fucked up. I lie and say it was. You know what I mean? I agree with y'all. Today I started a little different. I want y'all to be honest with me.
That was
man.
some real shit you said today, though. And you know what?
I want
I'm
y'all
gonna
to be
be
really
honest
honest.
with you.
Check this out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not the only one that felt like that today.
Dang,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if you heard it in my voice when you called me. You was like, "Hey, man, you doing the show today?" And I was like, But at the end of the day, something gets me up to come the fuck here.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if it wasn't important of what we was talking about, we wouldn't have drove all the way to fuck the Greenbelt. We live all the way in fucking Southern Maryland. So something's waking us up and getting us up to drive the fuck all the way to Greenbelt to speak whatever the fuck we gotta say. Even if we had them days where we be like, man, the energy is draining me the fuck down here. Because you gotta think about where we at. So the energy will drain you like shit.
What you gonna ask?
But at the end of the day,
What you about to ask?
My question was to ask y'all, was y'all to be honest with me? I feel that y'all lied to me this morning.
about
This
how
is
was your
beginning-
day?
how was your week?
Yeah, you.
I feel like y'all
but
lied
see,
to me.
See, energy tap in.
Yeah.
Because for you to call back on that shit, you was right. Yeah. You sent some shit like, and I'm being for real. Like you sent some
Oh
shit.
shit! Somebody said check YouTube.
Right,
But
you
go ahead.
sent some shit where you was like, you know what? These niggas lying. They ain't had no motherfucking good.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie. My motherfucking week was horrible. I gotta throw the headphones down.
Life is motherfucking lifing right now. I ain't
I'm,
gonna
I'm
hold
just
you.
living and I'm breathing. I'm trying to get through these motherfucking days, man. And they whooping my ass, man. But every day I wake up, I say, God, I appreciate it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I go get my motorcycle tomorrow. And I got my family members. You better be careful. You don't want to crash out. Motherfucker, if I crash and I die out here, I die doing something I love. Don't give me no negativity. Just say, I pray that you make it home and I'm proud of you. Let's just say I'm proud of you. I don't want to hear nothing else.
Yeah.
That's how I say it, man. Just say I'm proud of you.
That's some shit motherfuckers don't say a lot.
Shout out to our Facebook, our
niggas need to start saying
YouTube
shit
family,
like
man.
that
I just
now.
got a message saying
Nowadays.
check out
Right.
YouTube.
Motherfuckers-
Ain't showing enough love. I mean, on Facebook. Go ahead.
Motherfuckers don't put that kind of energy out there. And I'm not talking about that energy like, hey, I see you getting money and shit like that. No, say shit like, motherfucker, I'm proud of the
Just
shit.
say I'm proud of you.
Proud
Yeah,
of the
somebody
man
agree
that
with
you
you.
is.
Just say I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm proud of the man you is. That's it.
Like
I guarantee that would change
right.
a nigga.
I ain't gonna lie. I was
whole
last
day.
night. I don't know what the fuck was on my mind, but my wife hugged me. She was like, "Everything gonna be all right. You good? Don't worry about it. You gonna be all right." And when I walked off, I was like, I felt this energy, man. Like like I felt better. You feel what I'm saying? Like I was feeling down, but I was like, man, I'm gonna be all right.
God,
I'm
you
gonna be
just-
all
you
right.
just- you just
I'm gonna
hit
be
something.
all right.
You just
and
hit
it was
something.
all it took for my wife to hug me and say, "Don't worry about it. You gonna be
you
all right."
just
And
hit
I
something.
walked off, and I'm thinking I was still
Look,
down,
I'm
but I
having
was
a
like, man, you
grown
gonna
ass
be all
man
right.
moment right now.
That's real shit,
Let me
man.
ask you a question, my nigga, because that's some people don't see that how vulnerable it is for you to say a hug feel good.
Right.
For how it's gonna be all right to feel good.
Yeah.
As a man, that seems like bitch shit. It seems like, but you just admitted on this show that hug that it's gonna be all right, feel
Yeah,
good.
just-
now, how much better? Not saying it made your day. How much did that take off of you?
For the rest of the night.
The weight, it just
The rest of the
lifts.
night.
Now-
Just me hearing them words and
Y'all
for the
know
rest
me.
of the night,
I'm
I
the
was
go-to
cool,
guy,
bro.
I'm the go-to guy. Everyone calls me with their shit. I'm that guy. Everybody knows that. Sometimes I'd be like, that's why I want to come to the show. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I want to go to someone today. So how important is it for you to hear that?
Good, man. Real shit. Good shit. Good shit.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie. Good shit, man. Like this was last night. Like I was feeling down. I don't know where this shit came from, but I was like, damn. Like I should be here. I should be here. Like I fucked up here. I fucked up here. And I ain't tell her none of this shit. But I just went around her. She was like she seen the shit, and she just like hugged me, like you gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. But when I walked off, I was like, damn. But just like this boost of energy just came over me, like, man, you gonna be all right. Don't worry about nothing. Like I was just good after that. The rest of the night, I was just good. You feel what I'm saying? Like I knew I was good. Like I know I'm good. God, I'm heavily favored.
As us as the King's table, I can see here King City being real. I guess they call it soft, vulnerable, whatever. But you can call it whatever you want.
It's that
most
shit.
Most people know that nigga, you try me, I'ma knock you the fuck the fuck out. But whatever.
We need to change those words.
This that
You
shit.
know what I mean? It's not soft to me.
It's not. It's
It's
human.
It's human. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I'm the type of person that where I am in my life right now, I got so much going on that people that know me, they will really think that I got things under control. Because the people that know me come to me for things, not money. When people here come to me for things, they think I help people out financially. Most people I don't help out financially. I'm the person that's gonna give you the real. So people tell me things, they ask me questions. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. I'm gonna, know what I mean? And I got so much going on, but I'm always constantly thinking about how to help the next person down to this and that. And I'm gonna be honest, I needed to hear from you that you just hearing that the hug and someone saying it's gonna be okay it made you feel better because
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm missing that. I feel like I need that. But at the same time, I was feeling like a little bitch for thinking I needed it. You get what I'm saying?
'Cause you
I'm
didn't
just
need
being
it.
real.
You just didn't need it. They just reminded you, just letting you know, like, you
Yeah.
good. Don't,
Yeah.
But it felt good to feel that and hear that from somebody else. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it changed your mindset of everything. Like, damn, I was just sitting here down on myself for this, but my wife just told me I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be good. I know I'm going to be good. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit made me feel good.
From
You know what I mean?
the younger perspective, where you sit here, listen to me and Quatrick talk about it, and you hear it from a different way. We got one more minute to wrap up. I'm gonna let you take the torch and what do you see? What we would say?
When it comes to that, that's honestly just the love. It makes you feel. How do I say it? You remember that feeling from your mama? That when you was younger, no matter what the fuck happened, you could fall on the ground, bust your goddamn face, your mama come and kiss you on the motherfucking forehead. That
That's
shit feel
it.
better.
That's it. He
It
said
didn't do nothing for real, but it was that comfort. So, anyways, appreciate all y'all for pulling up, man.
Said
We've been going for a
That's
little
it.
minute, and a lot of y'all
That's it right
showed up, showed love. Shout out to the YouTube family, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Beltway Radio, Beyond.com. Y'all, if y'all want to call in next time, we out of here 301-761.